Welcome in. How are we all doing today? You're helping your dad put tarp over his boat today, and there was ice on the harbor. Okay, it's not that bad here. It did reach 4 degrees. I think that's not like, but that was like the coldest time of the day. Like it was like the low was 4 degrees. So I don't know if that was. I think maybe for you it's 4 degrees in the middle of the day. Um, where's the sun? I don't know. I don't know. This is what it's like here, Bear. We can't all live in sunny place, you know. The rainy lighting, it's pretty chill. It's like a very cozy dark vibe. I even have like my room light on, which I don't normally do when I'm streaming, so it is yeah, it is. I don't know if you can. I don't think the like the. I don't think the camera is clear enough to see the raindrops on the window, but it's very rainy and very. It's just like it's like one of those weathers where it's just like really rainy, really foggy, just like dark, which is the standard for Vancouver for like 8 months. Proper into autumn now. It really is. It really feels like the autumn. Like the temperature has dropped. It's raining all the time. Like we're completely out of summer. Yeah, it's very Twilight. Forks, Washington. You're in Texas yesterday. It was miserable just for the day. I thought Texas was warm though. It's 23 here. It was like 10 all week. 23. Damn. I mean, we've gone up to like 15, maybe close to 20, but like nothing. Yeah, that's like it still feels a bit cold. It's like definitely like there's like an autumn breeze for sure. But it's very autumnal around here. Like you drive completely orange foliage. It looks beautiful. And thank you, Law. My aunt made this. It's very cute, right? She crocheted it. Rain's just a default. Yeah, this weather is completely the default. It sucks out here too. I'm glad I'm not alone. And welcome in, Yokomoto. Thank God I'm live. You need distraction from today's Wordle. Is it that bad? I'm so sorry. Texas is humid. Yeah, I mean, it's like kind of humid in the sense that it's raining, but it's nothing compared to Japan. So, um, yeah. What on earth does she hold? This is my fidget cube. Because I'm always like whenever I'm streaming, I'm always like fidgeting with something. Like if I didn't have my fidget cube, I would just be like playing with like a whatever was on my desk. Like for I had a stream where I was playing with like a piece of it wasn't garbage, but it was like a packaging, like a plastic packaging, and I was playing with that all stream until it broke. And then I was like, I should probably, you know, Jack got me this fidget cube because he was like, you need to stop playing with like really random stuff, like just whatever I can find. I'm just like, it's not good. It's not good. So now I have a dedicated fidget thing. Yeah, stop playing with garbage. Literally, stop playing with garbage. Also, welcome in, Rista. All you're seeing is yellow. That means like right letter, wrong location, right? She's holding the remote for chat's shot caller. This is on, off, on, off. Cube, yeah, it's like instead of a fidget spinner, it's like a little cube. I like watching like movie reactions on YouTube, and I don't know if you guys know Ash. Where I think her full username is like your internet mom Ash or something like that. And she has like a fidget cube that she plays with while she's watching. I was like, that kind of looks nice. That kind of looks nice. I do like the idea because like fidget spinner is so 28. I don't know when they were popular. 2018 maybe. I don't know. I just feel like a 12-year-old if I have a fidget spinner, and I'm much more refined, much more mature with the fidget cube instead. It looks cozy outside your window. It is cozy. Yeah, I haven't had to go anywhere. As you guys know, I was supposed to have Pilates yesterday, and then my instructor messages me, and she's like, "Yeah, I forgot the key. I can't get it." She was like, "I'm locked outside," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, I didn't have Pilates, so I guess I'll do some workouts at home and pray. I haven't had Pilates in like 3 or 4 weeks now, so when I go back, I'm gonna die. My abs are gonna be in pain. Fidget spinners are terrible for fidgeting. Yeah, I feel like that doesn't fidget spinner isn't really my vibe, you know? Like I feel like it feels more like a toy than like actually something that you can just like, you know, fidget with, right? Like it's not very fidgety. It's more just like you just spin it. I don't get the. I think people just liked it because it was like it was like yeah, exactly. Spin it once, exactly. It kind of feels to me like, you know, the fads that we had, like it's like for Zoomers, what we had, like the slap bracelets or like stuff like that, you know? It feels like that's what it feels like. Although maybe slap bracelets were the OG ADHD thing, you know, like maybe it was helping people. Fidget spinner is very propeller hat coated because it spins. I don't think I ever saw someone with a fidget spinner and a propeller hat. You'll do switch by the screen, dude. It's a touch screen. What is everyone on about? About they're like, they were posting a video, like, oh, sorry, there's like, Kalani posted a picture of the new PSP. Apparently they're making PSPs again. And then like Estat was like, why in the picture are they holding the portable console by the screen? I was like, why not? Like literally, why not? Like, okay. I don't have the controllers. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me put the controllers on and I will demonstrate. Also, welcome in Steph Bro and welcome in Chikano. How are you? Slap bracelet. Yeah, slap bracelet. They were masochists. Why? I don't know if I had one, but it was like a fun time. It's already unlocked. Oh, it's already unlocked. I'm crazy. I don't even lock my thing. My Joy-Cons. I have a fidget toy that was like a butterfly knife with no blade. It's kind of like spinning nunchuck. Ah, my brother had a butterfly knife. He was trying to get into, I don't know if he actually did. He was like showing me. I was like, what's the point of that? And he was like, it was very expensive. I was like, why? I don't understand that. When I picture a kid with the fidget spinner, he's wearing a color block propeller hat and has a big lollipop. Is the kid from like the 50s? There's no way. You claw it around the back like your fingers along the top and bottom edges. You claw it around the back like your fingers along the top like this. But what if it's in the dock? That's what I'm saying. Like in the picture, the person was lifting their PSP out of the dock. So like when it's in the dock, you can only grab like here or like the sides. So like, do people grab their Switch like this and pull it out of the dock? No, right? Like, it's like that'd be annoying. Or why use both hands, grab the Switch, lift it up? You know, that's silly. Someone's going to steal your Joy-Cons. You got non-drifting one. That is true. That is true. It apparently, my Joy-Cons are, I got them in 2020 and they have never drifted. I put 500 hours, 600 hours into Breath of the Wild, never once drifted. I have some magic Joy-Cons. You're not finding anything about a new PSP? The Kalani posted it. I don't know anything about it. And welcome in, Maestro. You're in a good mood. I'm glad. Nowadays, refrigerators come with gaming screens. Yeah, that's crazy. People are here like gaming on like their Tesla or like their fridge. There's no way it's good, right? Your phone has got to be a better gaming device. The fine print in Kalani's post shows it's an edit. Oh, so it's not real? Why would you give me false? I'm just saying that's what I saw. That was the initiator of the touching screen thing, okay? Plant. Guys, I'll water after stream and I'll come back to life. I promise, okay? Kalani, my biggest hobby besides of today. Does that mean like opposition? That's fair enough. Oh, I think. Oh, sorry. The YouTube. Did this happen to anyone else? The YouTube like UI changed and now it looks really strange. It's like all the buttons are like bubbly and like separate, you know? It's a bit weird. But it turns out I didn't have shuffle on. I thought I did. But it was just confusing me. That plant is immortal. Yeah, it just dies, comes back to life. It's like a phoenix, you know? Have there retrieved any nutrients in the panda? I received it when I moved. It was a moving gift, so it was like it was like 3 years ago, and it's still alive, despite how it looks. It's still alive. And recommend a stat. I saw on TikTok that someone was able to run Abyss on an Apple Watch. Why does my phone struggle to run Genshin now? My phone ran Genshin well for like 2 years, and now it doesn't. Now it's on the lowest settings, and it overheats now. Although, it works pretty well on my iPad. You can't minimize YouTube on your phone. Yeah, it's like that's something they changed something. I don't know what's going on with that. And I think they usually do it in phases. Like if you're part of like the beta testing, then or like I don't know if this is called the beta testing, but like like some people get the features and some people don't. And welcome in Peachy. Hope you're doing well today. Some videos minimize, not all. Do you mean like play in the background, like when you close the app, or do you mean like make it into the mini player while you're scrolling through other things? Because I think all of them should do the mini player, but I've noticed sometimes some videos play even when you close the app, even if you don't have premium. There's like certain channels where it works. And I don't know if that's like a bug or if it's like they did something to their channel to like allow that to happen. I have no idea. I've noticed it though. Like once in a while there's a channel, I close the app and it still plays as if I have premium. You can lock your phone and still use YouTube premium payer. Okay. Now that Estat is here, the initiator of the thing. Like I literally, if I'm holding my Switch and I'm gonna play, I would probably hold it like this. Sometimes I hold it like this, but it feels a bit like the Joy-Cons are a little wiggly, right? Like they're not like super sturdy, like this direction, right? So I would normally hold it like this, but then I have no problem holding it like this. It's literally a touch screen. I don't understand it's not like I'm grabbing my monitors by the screen. If I were to I don't pick up my monitors, but if I were to pick them up, I would not grab them by the screen. But if I'm holding my phone, I would hold the screen of my phone. That's like, I feel like that's no issue at all. It feels more sturdy, like grabbing it like this, than it does grabbing it by I don't know, maybe my Joy-Cons are just wigglier than most, because mine are not like, I don't know if you can see, but like it does like move up and down. It is not very stable. I feel like it'll just snap off. I hate the new YouTube layout too. You just go so much to get to the comment. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just the case with every time, right? Like anytime like YouTube or Discord or like anytime they change the layout, like everyone hates it, right? No one's ever been like, wow, this new layout is amazing. I think we just all hate change. But I feel like a lot of times it's like, it does feel worse. Yours has like a cover, so I just hold it from the corner. I don't remember how I grab it from the dock. I feel like from the dock, I do grab it like here. Cause like, the dock goes to like here, right? And I just grab it like from here. Cause I don't think I've ever once grabbed it with both hands like this from the dock. Cause then like, if it's like, if this is like the table, then then it's like, you can't really, it's like right there, right? So I feel like it's weird. But welcome in, Ricky. Carrying my monitors with the full palm on the screen and the other palm on the other side. Yeah, it's very stable, isn't it? But I don't actually have an issue touching my screen. Like sometimes I do touch the screen, not because I think it's touch screen. I just touch it like if I'm like trying to like locate something, or if I'm like reading. Sometimes I do touch the screen. I don't have issues with that. You grab my favorite dock by lifting it with both Joy-Con. What? People actually do that? That feels so weird though. Like, why are you using two hands to lift your Switch? It's not that heavy. I'm strong enough to lift it with one hand, you know? Also, like, it's very cute, right? The Animal Crossing, like, engraving on the back. I do like it. You saw my recommended, and since you have K-pop in your title, you love K-pop. I love K-pop too. We're doing a K-pop karaoke stream soon. People are upset because it's not actually karaoke because I'm the only one singing, but that's just how it is, you know, the streamer. You just grab it from the screen. Just try it. There we go, Ricky. A real gamer grabbing from the screen. There you go. Big bias. I'm just really strong, yeah? We're not all abusing steroids like you are. Yeah, I know. One day my voice will drop. Is karaoke today? No, it's next week. Next Sunday. What do you mean? How's that not karaoke? I don't know. Everyone was complaining that they don't... Okay, not everyone. a select few people were complaining that they don't get to sing. But I feel like the people complaining about not being able to sing, we probably like I don't know. Like I feel like if I just let anyone sing on my stream, no offense, but like it might not be enjoyable. Maybe some of you guys will like. I feel like it's like just going to karaoke. I feel like I mean I guess it's just for fun. It's just for fun, but like I feel like half the people and you're like I can't listen to this. But I've never been to karaoke with like like the Western karaoke where it's like anyone can just it's like a stage and then like anyone can go on the stage and do it. I've only had like the ones where you like have your own room. Like the Korean style or Japanese style. Let's just do it now. I have to prepare. I've been practicing Golden. The Switch 2 I'd understand because it's heavier plus the Joy-Cons attach in a sturdier way. Yeah, I hope they attach in a sturdier way. This is so wiggly. Like it literally like I have a feeling it has like a I don't know if you can see. Like it doesn't focus. Hello? Like see that? I don't know if you can see how much it wiggles. Like that's too much. That's too much. It's scary. Also, please focus back on me. Hello, I'm right here. um it was a Kalani complains about everything. I'm sure Kalani would kill a karaoke session actually. Maybe they didn't practice. They gotta practice. They gotta do their vocal warm-ups, you know? You'd Sakura out. No, you're not allowed to sing at the karaoke stream then, Angel. I'm sorry. The bar is higher than Sakura. Back in. I'm not singing, but we gotta do a talent show. Oh, we branch out to all talents, not just singing. I think I'm only qualified to judge singing. I'll be in an airplane during that stream. Oh no, you'll miss K-pop. How sad. You should require people to send recordings. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty harsh. I'm pretty harsh on the vocal critiques. So I have a chat knows. I have flamed many a K-pop idol. So if people, I feel like it's gonna be hard to get people in. Maybe just deformed from the strong grip. So true. I just just gaming so hard. Although actually, sorry, I'm playing with these now. I'm supposed to play with my fidget cube. What am I trying to say? When I'm like gaming hard, like if I'm playing like Elden Ring, I squeeze the controller so hard. Like I don't know why. I think I'm just like stressed out. I squeeze the controller so hard that I like almost get like a bruise on like the back of my finger. I have to take breaks from that. Your family has some crazy karaoke parties? Okay. I like having karaoke parties with my family in Japan. You guys know, I think I've mentioned this in Discord or on stream. I put on like 90s Japanese pop music for my uncle and he will belt it out. It's so funny. He'll just sing whatever, and we have a great time singing karaoke in the car, because I need to go on like road trips and stuff. You're gonna prevent me from rapping on your stream. I have been practicing my rapping because I know Chikano is the last person to have ever watched K-pop Demon Hunters, but my costume is Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters, and she's the rapper. So I'm trying to learn. Trying to like practice rapping. I'm gonna rap some XG and stuff like that. But their raps are so fast, and I swear they speak like Chicano. Like I don't know what I'm saying. They're talking about like capping or whatever. They're like, oh, I don't even know what they're saying. It's like this isn't even English. I feel like it would be easier to learn the rap in Korean. They literally speak like you. Screening chat. I will. Judgment stream, meteor talent, and Miju judges you. Miju cowl time. I'm ready. Building calluses on Elden Ring. Yeah, I just get like wrist pain. You heard 6-7 yet? I've heard of it. I don't actually know what it is. Like all the kids are saying it, right? And doing like there's like a dance or like a a, an action. Really, I don't really get the context of it. It's it's an emote. Okay. Because I just keep hearing it, like I see children like children like 15 and under, you know. I've been saying this stuff. I was like, I cannot keep up with this. Kids these days, for real. Just trying to keep you relevant. I'm just trying to learn all these, like, they're talking about. Like, I feel like Chicano should get on XG. Like, they're talking about cars. They're rapping rap words. That's what happens when you get old. I think I just live under a rock, for real. Because we've been over this. Like, whether you make an old reference or a young reference, I will not know either. You know, like I'm out of the loop on everything. I just listen to my own. I just do whatever I want, and then I'm not online enough, I think. Kids will say 6'7", but don't know why 6, 8, 7. No, it's 6. Afraid of 7. Did 6 eat 7? I swear I read Chicano saying he rapped when he was younger. I know Chicano would do some raps, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to be good at rapping, but I feel like I'm not well suited for it. I feel like I'm not well suited for it, because like when I sing, I can tell like, oh, like this is what I need to do, and like, or if I'm singing and I don't sound that good, like I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing wrong, right? But when I'm rapping, I'm like, am I doing it right? Like I don't know, like I don't know what the standard is. I'm like, I guess you just have to like like I can follow the beat. Yes, I'm not out of beat. That's like I'm saying the words correctly, except when it's really fast. I'm still working on that. And 2, I'm on the beat. But 3, it's like, is that all there is to rapping? Or is there like, do you have to, like, is it about sounding cool? Is it about like people talk about flow? Is it like phrasing, sort of? Give us a small example of your rap style. No. I'm still practicing. It's gotta wait till next Sunday if you want to hear me rap. But yeah, like literally the lyrics, I'm like trying to learn "woke up," for example, and I'm like, they're not speaking English. I'm so out of the loop. Like, let me find an example. Like what? Like they're talking. I think they're talking about cars. Like they says drop top in a coupe outside. So I guess coupe is a car, and drop top is like a convertible. I guess. And welcome in, Biz. Hope you're doing well today. Dallas Stars. I'm from Vancouver, and the Canucks, I think, just beat the Dallas Stars. So there you go. A drop top is a convertible. A coupe is a brand of car. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely not in the rap line. If I were in a K-pop group, I would be a vocalist for sure. But I'm trying. I want to be good at rapping because I think it'd be cool. You know? A coupe is a 2-door with back seats and a trunk. Oh, the one where you have to like slide the seat forward to get into the back. I don't like those. That's annoying, isn't it? Okay. Then if I know what I'm saying, it will be easier, you know. Okay, what does this mean? 48 laws of power. Little girl with a big motor on a kid, though. What does that mean? Like, she's saying, I'm a little girl and I have a big motor in the car. But what's the kid? She's a kid as well? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I'm just saying these things and I'm like, what does that mean? Say it faster. 48 laws of power, a little girl with a big motor on a kid, though. It's like that. They go really fast, but it's not that. This one's not that bad. If me doesn't know what it is, it's either slang or they're talking about cars. I feel like in rap songs they're always talking about cars, and I'm like, why is there so much? I guess they like cars. I don't know. I've learned the enemy rap, and I have no idea what they're saying. You can't keep saying you learned the enemy rap and not show us. Can I make an exception to chat not participating in the Can I make an exception? Because Ricky. I am gonna sing Gabriella by Cat's Eye, and it has a Spanish verse. And I've been learning it all on my own. I don't know if I'm doing it right. So if I sing in Spanish, you should do the enemy rap. Understand the word. Yeah, like I'm like I understand the individual words, but I don't know what they're saying. You know what I mean? But sometimes I don't even understand the individual words. Like last stream, people were telling me that Pirellis is like two or multiple Pirelli wheel tires. I was like, why is there so much? Like, I guess it's all cars. It's all car stuff. I don't know anything about cars. She can rap. I'm trying. But I'm trying to like the thing is hard about rapping, I think, is like it's like when I sing along to the song, I can't help but try to copy their tone of voice, right? But it's like obviously that's like kind of not always gonna work, right? Like it's not gonna work trying to copy someone else's tone of voice because like that's not mine, right? So trying to rap on my own, but I feel like should you be loud? Like is it better rapping if I'm like rapping loudly? Or is it like, can it be, like sometimes they rap quietly, but I don't know. I think if I show my voice for the first time, it won't be rapping. That's true. It would be a Spanish lesson. Although I do need Spanish help with my Gabriella verse. Because she's slurring her words so much, and I found a Reddit post that's like explaining how they're saying it, but like it just doesn't fit into the beat. Like I'm reading the Spanish part, but it doesn't fit into the beat because it's like she's combining some of the words, and I'm like, it's very strange. You're a star, but no Patrick. So true. There's actually, I was compiling the list of K-pop songs, and there's so many songs I had to remove because the English lyrics are like, I'm like, I cannot sing this with a straight face. I was listening to Twice's new album, and then some of them were like, I was like, what am I like? I'm like, I can't say it. Like, I don't know. Some of them they're just like very cringy. They're like very on the nose, and like. I feel like Twice's recent album, they're trying to be more like mature with it, but sometimes the way they make it mature is like really weird. Like I was laughing at Chewy's song. Like Chewy's song, I think the song is really catchy. I like it, and I'm proud of her vocal improvement. But the like song is like, "Who do you love? Is it me or the thought of getting off?" And I'm like, what is that lyric? Like it's like I understand they're like trying to be more like, have more mature themes in their song, but I'm like, is that really the way to do it? Don't know. You could help with that. I'm struggling a little bit. I was like, I found if you could explain how the words are broken up within the phrase of the song, that would be helpful. Is there anything you can't do? Yeah, a lot of things. Famously, I am not good at video games. I cannot aim for garbage, like my aim is very inaccurate. And welcome in Magnet Gudetama. Yes, I love Gudetama. I have multiple Gudetamas in the background. He's always here. Yeah, welcome in. Did I tell you about my encounter with Megan Katsai last week? No, what happened? And welcome in Gundam. She can't reach the top shelf. That's true as well. And welcome in Hero. How am I? I'm doing good. How are you? We just battle puzzles and scared of spiders. I don't think that's like something I cannot do though. I guess I couldn't pet a tarantula. That's true. If someone was like, hey, can you take care of my pet tarantula? I'm sorry. Like even if it was my best friend and they were like, hey, my entire family died. I need to go do the funeral or something. And then they're like, can you take care of my tarantula? I'd be like, no, no, I'm sorry. You can leave it outside. For the karaoke stream, would there be any Linkin Park songs or dances? I don't know any Linkin Park song. Actually, I know. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the ground. That one? I do know that one. System of a Down. I do love System of a Down, to be fair. But can I sing? Can I sing System of a Down? I could. I don't know if I could do the screaming part. Like, you know, where he's like, Father, Mother, you know, like that. I don't know if I could do that part. But I could definitely sing Chop Suey. Even if my tarantula Terry, I'm sorry. Yeah, Terry doesn't deserve to live. And that got dark quick. I just said my family are going on vacation. I was trying to say that it was like a very dire situation. Even then, I wouldn't. Is having brunch while watching a usual weekend brunch stream. What's for brunch? That sounds delicious. Major only knows Linkin Park. The Linkin Park also has a screaming problem. How does she sing like that? Cause like, you know, if I were singing, I'd be like, this is what you asked for, heavy. But she's like, this is what you asked for, you know? I can't do it. I feel like I'd ruin my voice and I wouldn't be able to sing Golden. Why have you forsaken me in your... I could sing it, yeah, I could sing it. In your eyes forsaken. Sunday is cheat day, so you're having rice plus bacon plus eggs. That doesn't sound very cheaty. Like, what is your non-cheat day like? That sounds... I mean, I guess bacon is not that healthy, but like... I mean, rice, eggs, that sounds normal. I thought, like, if you're saying cheat day, I'd be like, oh, you're having, like, a donut. Oh, because of the amount. Okay, like, a lot of... Fair enough, fair enough. Classic Miju ruining my joke. Miju only knows LinkedIn. I see. I'm sorry. I just thought you were... my brain autocorrects everything in chat because people make so many typos. It's not my fault. It's your guys' fault. If you made less typos, I would read it as is. But yeah, it's I only know that one Linkin Park song that's on Just Dance. And even then, I don't actually know it that well. Oh, no, sorry, aside from Heavy as a Crown. But does that count? It's a League of Legends song. You had 2 cups of rice. Oh my god. 8 slices of bacon and 6 scrambled eggs. Oh my god. What are you, Gaston? That's crazy. Okay, now I understand why it's your cheat day. Enjoy it. So much. That's like, honestly, quite impressive. I don't think I could eat even one part of that meal, you know, like just the rice or just the eggs. I think I could do just the eggs. If I had to choose one, I would choose just the eggs. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, yeah, so the list I'm making for the K-pop, the karaoke stream is K-pop songs, but you could obviously, like, I'm open to singing other songs that are not K-pop songs. Like, I have other songs on, like, my normal song list that are not K-pop, right? I need to really add it to this thingy. Like, the one that's on this one, this is, like, my general one, but I'm making a specific one for, K-pop. But I'm just trying to find, like, you know, like, English songs, and then maybe some Japanese songs, but, sometimes some Japanese songs are a little hard to learn. Like, it's just like some Japanese songs are like, especially if it's like a translated version, like it was originally in Korean and now it's in Japanese. It can be kind of hard to learn because the way they put the words in, it like doesn't really fit with the beat, so they're like breaking up words halfway through or something like that. Like it just like really awkwardly fit in. So it kind of depends on the song. And welcome in Beppe. Hope you're doing well today. 2 cups of rice is a lot. Yeah, that's like 2 cups of rice would be like for a family. You should see my meals when I was a growing teenager. I mean, I don't doubt it. I'm curious about something. You guys don't mix all your food on the plate? Like, you just grab them separately the whole time? I do. But people were like, Kalani, like, I posted my picture of my Thanksgiving dinner, and then Kalani was like, I know which plate is Vijay because her food isn't touching. I was like, do I do that? I was like, I guess maybe. I just never considered putting them together. Like, some foods I put together, and then some foods I don't. Like, I just eat it separately. I feel like it depends what it is. Do you like the band Queen? I like the band Queen an average amount. I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a fan, but I'm familiar with their songs. I googled how much 1 cup of rice is, and that's so it is a lot, yeah. It depends what yeah, for me it depends what you're eating. Like if sometimes you go to like you get like Chinese takeout, and then like they put the rice or the noodles on and they put everything on top. Like I don't have a problem with it. Like, but if I was like picking it myself, I would put it separately. Like I wouldn't put them on top of each other. I don't know. Is it about 1 cup? No. What's this? Are you organizing a karaoke stream? I'm dressing up as Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters for Halloween. So my Halloween stream is next Sunday, and I'm gonna be singing some K-pop songs. K-pop Demon Hunters, other K-pop songs, or other songs. People are really branching out with the genres. Apparently, Jimmy wants me to sing System of a Down, which I guess. I haven't tried that, but sure. You literally cut everything and join the whole thing. I remember that scene in Ratatouille when Remy eats the strawberry and the cheese at the same time, and it tastes so much better. I mean, not everything is strawberry and cheese. You know what I mean? Do you know any Elton John songs? Do I know any Elton John songs? I guess I do know some Elton John songs. I know like the famous ones, you know? You're gonna be missing out. You'll be in Toronto at a gaming convention / show. Oh, enjoy. You can also watch the VOD. You guys are missing out, combining all the foods. I guess. I don't know. I don't have anything like I don't have anything against it either way. I just like if I'm getting separate things, like if I was getting bacon and eggs, and if I was putting it on my plate, I wouldn't put the bacon on my eggs if there was space on the plate, you know? I don't have an issue with them touching, but like would I put them on top of each other when it's not necessary? No. And welcome in Southwind. Hope you're doing well today. Gaming convention or anime convention. Oh, maybe it's both. Bacon extra crispy. I don't really have a strong preference. I just don't like it to be too oily. But you know, that's kind of hard to do with bacon. We are way different. Cultural differences. You don't do that outside of your house. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Eat your food. It's your food. Eat it how you want, you know? I just had carbonara, so this bacon talk is making me miss it. Oh no. If only you had more. Yeah, I just never really thought about it. Which GPU did you get? The Gigabyte one? No, I got an Asus one because you were like, I sent my bill to Chicano and he was like, you need to get an Asus or whatever. It was like, I can't remember. Yeah, it was like, and it was the same price. So I was like, whatever, I'll just get that one. If it was like significantly more expensive, it was like literally the same price. I already got it. I got that one, and then I got the CPU. I got the Ryzen 9, guys, not with the math again. Ryzen 9800X3D. I got that CPU, and I got a $850 motherboard. It wasn't $850, guys. That was the name of it. $850. You heard that the computer broke? Yeah, I booted up Resident Evil yesterday. And the settings had reset. Zirconia said it might be like a NVIDIA thing. And the settings had reset. It went back to high. And immediately once I opened the game, it started lagging. Like my entire computer started lagging, and my mic actually, I use like the NVIDIA broadcast noise cancellation thingy. So I guess like my GPU was so overloaded that my mic stopped working as well. So like I was like, let me lower all the settings, let me lower all the settings, and then I had to restart the game. But luckily, I didn't have to restart the computer or the stream. What is this piece? Just for yapping? Well, because my brother sent me, because I was gonna get the 7800 X30, and then my brother sent me this bundle with 9800, and I was asking about the differences and stuff, and he was like, he said it's kind of overkill, but if I were you, if I were buying, then I would get this bundle because it was a good deal, and the motherboard is pretty sick. And I was like, what does that mean? Like I don't know what. It looks like a normal motherboard. Like it doesn't have like lights on it or anything. Like I was like, maybe it has lights on it. I don't know. And he was like, oh, if I were you, I'd get it just because it's like he said it's overkill, but like it's like only $150 more. And I was like, well, I like playing a lot of simulation games, and simulation games are very CPU intensive. Because I want to play Inzoi, and I want to play like Factorio, and I want to play. I like simulation games, and I know once you get like too big of a simulation going in the games, it's kind of hard on the computer. Asus customer support is famously bad, so I hope it works. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You only understand Intel Core and NVIDIA. Yeah, I don't know. I think Intel is a CPU, and then like, I think my CPU is like AMD. It's Greater Toronto Video Game Show. It doesn't sound anime related. Do you have a fire extinguisher? And he just didn't get. No, it didn't reach that. I think I just ran out of VRAM. Like Ricky tells me that my VRAM is really bad. I have no VRAM. And the game defaults to settings. It tells you how much VRAM it's using, and it's like when I loaded it up, it defaulted to using 6 out of 4 gigabytes of VRAM, and I was like, why? Like you can clearly tell that I only have 4 gigs of VRAM. Why would you put the settings exceeding the capabilities, right? Like I was like, that's so stupid. Hope you upgrade your monitor too. I'm being bullied into upgrading my monitors, honestly, because like it's like, oh, you're getting this really fancy computer, and your monitor is only 1080. You wouldn't even see it. But I'm like, my monitor's fine. Like it looks fine to me. I don't know. Hope your motherboard feels better. I think it was my GPU. I think that was struggling. My 2060 was struggling to stream and run Resident Evil. You made a good choice going with the 9800. That's the one I want right now. There we go. Thank you for validating my overspending. I'm usually Intel Android, but next button might join on the dark side. Yeah, Chikanos has a lot of brand loyalties. Yeah, he has a lot of brand loyalties. I don't know if it's misguided. I don't know. I think you'll be fine with the Asus stuff. I've been using this stuff for a while. It's pretty robust. I never had issues with the Asus hardware. Yeah, people have a lot of opinions about the different brands with stuff, like especially Chikano. Like he was like, oh, like don't get yeah, whatever. He was like, you gotta get Asus or ROG, or I don't even know. It's not even, is it not the 1080p? Is it 50 hertz? Is that bad? I don't know. Bro, what? Why? Guys, don't bully me for my 50 hertz. I don't even know what it is, okay? I have no issues with playing in 30 FPS. Like, I don't even care. I don't play any games that require high FPS, okay? Oh, but can I blame my bad aim on Resident Evil on the 50 hertz? Is that relevant? Your Cuban 50 hertz is awesome. Thank you. Mijo es cubana. 50 hertz. Bueno. Perfect. Really good. Really good. You have a Asus ROG in your potato? Yeah, everyone knows more about my computer than I do. It's so funny. It's so funny that like someone will ask in the chat, they'll be like, oh, what CPU do you have? And then like someone else will answer. Like you guys know more about my computer than I do. And welcome in Ice Cream. Who needs FPS? Exactly. Who needs FPS? 30 is plenty. 30 is plenty. Once it drops below like 20, then it starts hurting my eyes. But other than that, it's fine. You can try, but we all know the truth. Look, I don't play any games that require high FPS. You could have it max it out at 50 frames per second. Does it actually max out at 50? That would be 60. I only could play games in PowerPoint. Guys, it's not PowerPoint. Unless Resident Evil is lagging, then it is a PowerPoint. Remember when my stream was PowerPoint? If it makes you feel better, at 4K, 144 hertz, and play games at 1080p 60. Yeah, I don't think I need like a whatever. I don't even think I need a top of a line monitor, right? She's running 50 hertz and 10 milliseconds. I don't know what that means. Do you just speak Spanish? Yeah, I'm Mijas Cabana. The Pokemon Scarlet monitor. No, it's not that bad, okay? Even I noticed the frame rate in Scarlet and Violet, okay? But yeah, for me, 30 is completely fine. And then if it's like lagging or if the frame rate is inconsistent, then it starts hurting my eyes. Even if it's over 30, you're cool. Exactly. You're Megan Katz. Oh yeah, the Megan Katz. We didn't get this K-pop lore. Major caps are frame rate as 30 as a handicap to make all runs challenger. There's nothing wrong with it. I played in Breath of the Wild 30 FPS. I was fine. Your eyes can't see much higher than 30 FPS. Yeah, guys, I have astigmatism. Okay. I mean, with the 9800 X3D and a 5070 Ti, I would say it's worth upgrading your monitor. Do yourself a favor. I was planning to upgrade one monitor. I was gonna upgrade this one on the left. Because this one's older and it cannot be mounted, which a lot of people are very surprised by. They're like, do they make monitors that can't be mounted? Yes, they do make monitors that cannot be mounted. I have one. So I might switch out this one because I like the right monitor a lot better because the colors are cuter. And I like it has a nice vibe. So I might get a nice monitor and then use one of them for gaming and then because like you don't use two monitors for gaming, right? So one of them could be like for Discord and stuff, and then the other one can be for gaming. So I'll get rid of this one, I promise. Or maybe I go 3 monitors like a stat, but I don't think I really have space on my desk and it can't be mounted, so I cannot save space that way. If you play MMORPGs, 60 frames is sufficient because regardless how fast your graphics render, your inputs are still tied to the global cooldown. Yeah, I don't play MMORPGs, so I don't know about this. Black Friday is coming up. Grab a bootleg 1440 monitor. Yeah, I'll just get a monitor on Black Friday. I'm not in a rush. I'm building my PC probably in like a week or 2. Because my brother said he's done his... and people said like Black Friday is like not really... There's not really that many good deals on Black Friday, especially in Canada. So they're like, oh, you should get your GPU before Black Friday because they'll sell out, and they like raise their prices before Black Friday and then lower them and pretend that it's a deal. And there's like pre-Black Friday deals anyway, so I'm just gonna I don't really care. And the price seemed reasonable for what my brother showed me. I ended up spending a little bit more, but it's like I think it's like less than 3,000 after tax. So honestly, it doesn't seem that bad. Canadian. The one you game on, silly. You'd be wasting your money with the hardware if you don't get a monitor to support that power. But like, I don't think I'm gonna be playing anything too hardware intensive. But it would just be like, it would just be first, so my computer doesn't die trying to encode my stream and play games at the same time. Because I would love to do more gaming streams, but Resident Evil is not going well on like a technical level. It's like it's a little copium. So it would be nice to be able to do more gaming streams properly. And oh wait, no, now it's Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye's playing. Yeah, it's I would love to be able to work. Like I want to be able to. It's not because I'm not upgrading my computer because I want to have like really crazy resolutions or frame rate. I just want to be able to stream and play a game at the same time. Get a 4K resolution monitors. It will do you wonders when you do software development. I don't do software development on this computer. I have my company MacBook, which is, by the way, 6 years old. And I asked for a new one and they were like, immediately, yes. They're like, yes, get a new computer. I was like struggling on my 6-year-old MacBook at work. And I was like, please, can I have a new computer? And they're like, yes. So my coworker got a new MacBook with 48 gigs of RAM. And I was like, I hope they give me something like that. You have 2 older monitors and 1 newer, better monitor for the game. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you don't like you're not ever gonna game on 2 monitors, right? So like one would just be for like the like side stuff, like 15 to 50 wiki tabs or or Discord or anything like that. Black Friday is a scam. Yeah, I agree. What about secondhand monitor off the Canadian market? I don't like buying stuff or like selling stuff off other people, cause like I want to get scammed, and the monitors don't seem like that unreasonable of price, right? Like if it's like what $200, then like I'd rather just pay straight up rather than deal with someone and their possibly questionable monitor and possibly trying to. I hear about so many stories of people getting scammed, like selling stuff online or like buying stuff online. Like there's like e-transfer scams, stuff like that. So I'd rather just it's really not a big deal. It's not I'm not buying a monitor. I'm not buying a monitor because I can't afford it. I'm not buying a monitor. I haven't upgraded my monitors because like I just have not cared. Yeah, I got to a fight with the customer trying to do N64 for me on 1996. Wow, your dad's like a fighter. Your dad lied to me to buy cheaper stuff. Like how? Since you're building a new one, you could always repurpose your old one to be one streaming and the new one could be gaming. I don't think so. I think what the computer I'm building, since it's going to be a 5070 Ti, it'll be more than powerful enough to do, to stream and game at the same time. I'd rather not deal with the hassle. And I think these days, dual streaming is not even like that necessary, unless you're doing something like really intense with it. It doesn't really seem that, like that. That's like it doesn't feel that necessary. Yeah, I don't think I don't think I have any issues. And I'd rather not deal with 2 computers. I can barely deal with one. You'll wait on some specials to get a MacBook Pro in December, January. Nice, nice. Yeah, I decided to not have a MacBook anymore, and now I just have an iPad. Okay, last week I went to see Alice Longyudao at a DJ show. Right as she was starting her set, a group of people walked by with full access passes and gave her a hug. One of them was a younger, racially ambiguous girl with pink bangs and shades on. The next day after I woke up, I was like, wait, was that Cat's Eye? And I found the event photographer's name. Oh, that's so cool. Does she look really cool? I don't know their names. I don't know enough about Cat's Eye to know their names. Alice Longyugawa. Gnarly. Damn, that's cool. I hope you enjoyed the show. He said 1 terabyte external disk are less durable than 500 gigabyte. That's so funny. Did you believe him? With your monitor bottlenecking performance, you should have enough headroom to have the new system to run games and encoding a stream at the same time. Yeah, it shouldn't be any issues. Cause like I think my computer's struggling right now because like my computer's struggling right now because especially because I do like the enhanced broadcasting on Twitch because I like having multiple quality settings because some people have terrible Wi-Fi. And so then I could stream at 1080, but people can still have lower options if they need it. And I don't want to. I'd rather I'd rather play the game at lower quality than remove that feature. But I think with my new computer, it'll be like, I'm sure it can handle anything. I danced across from Megan Cat's eye. I didn't even realize. Okay. Well, you were graced with their presence. I just choked on my water. I think that's making me remember the old Schwarzenegger movie. I have no idea. It's a core memory. I have no idea what that is. Thanksgiving is just carving up for eating at Best Buy. I don't think I've ever gone to the store on Black Friday, but I don't think it's like that crazy here, right? Like, I don't think it's like dying at the hands of like I don't think you're gonna be trampled here. Hopefully not. Although I was watching I watched some videos a little while ago about like crowd crush and stuff like that. That's so scary. That is crazy. I'm like, I am gonna avoid every crowd. I'm never gonna stand in the GA pit at a concert. Yeah, I don't think it's that crazy these days because everyone could just buy stuff online, and it's like so crowded. It's just so busy. Arnold. Yeah, I know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is. I've not seen the movie. Is Hot Toys trying to get one for his kid? It follows him on his quest. He's constantly fighting against another dad. He keeps running into. I see. I did believe him. A few months later, my cousin's husband, IT technician, was like, Ricky, where did you get that from? I feel like there's so many things that like your parents tell you when you were a kid and they think you're not going to believe it, right? But you actually believe it into your adulthood. And it's like really embarrassing. But it happens to everyone. Yeah, it's the... I promise, guys, I'll get a new monitor at Black Friday. And I will have one new monitor and I will, I don't know, throw the old one in the garbage. Or maybe use it for something else. I don't know. The thing I don't like selling stuff and I don't like I don't like selling stuff and I don't like buying stuff from people, you know? Like that's my greatest annoyance. Like if I like, oh, I have to sell something, I'd rather pay someone to sell it for me. Where important? Like, where am I throwing out my monitor? Just give it to your little... My brother clearly has way better monitors than I do because he bullies me. Wait, the type. I see, okay. I was like, where am I throwing out the monitor? I don't know. Just give it to your little brother to dispose. Yeah, I was like, if I was gonna get rid of my old PC, I'd probably make my brother sell it for me. And I'll be like, hey, you can have a commission. 10% commission. Sell the PC. That was my plan. Or if someone I know needs one, then like I can just give it. But 10% is like sales tax. Yeah, exactly. Although our sales tax here is 12%. No, I offered to pay my brother to build my PC for me. He said, no, you don't have to pay me. So I was like, I guess he doesn't want to. I don't know. But I was like, maybe I'll just get him a extra good Christmas present if he's gonna build my whole PC for me. He also like picked what to buy, and I've been pestering him nonstop. I'm like, hey, is this deal good? Or like, and I'm like, hey, like, is this whatever? And then he like texts me. He's like, don't forget thermal paste. And then I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just gonna add we share an Amazon account, so I'm gonna like add all the stuff to the cart, and I'm gonna be like, did I get everything? Did I forget anything? And then he can give the okay. Too bad we live on opposite sides of the country. I'd sell you my 28-inch. I mean, I don't really like. Don't worry. I can afford a new monitor. Like the price is not an issue. I just have not cared. I just thought my monitors were fine. You know, like I just thought. I just never thought my monitors were bad. Until now, I'm being bullied for it. For free, best brother. I know. It was actually kind of cute. Like, he's not young. He's like, he's like in his 20s. But when he built this PC for me, when I built my initial PC for me, it was like, I offered him a certain amount. I think I offered him like $50 or $100 to build it, and then he was like, oh, that's too much. You should pay me less. And then everyone was making fun of him. They're like, wow, you really suck at negotiating, huh? But eventually, I think I bought him eventually, he kept saying like, no, you don't have to pay me. But then I think he wanted some knife on Valorant. He was like, I kind of want this knife now. Can you buy it? And he was like, can I redeem my PC building fee? And then I was like, yeah, you can. Good thing he didn't charge you to build it because it's easy AF. It's like plugging in like 12 to 16 cables. Actually, my current PC was really annoying to build because I had these like RGB fans and they were like really, really annoying to put in. I can't remember. It was like 5 years ago, so I can't remember exactly what it was. But I remember the RGB fans. They took forever. Like the actual PC itself was fine, but these fans like sucked. So yeah, I don't know about that. He kind of deserved the payment after spending so long on that. I guess you gotta wait after rejoining to post Mania in Discord. Oh yeah, there's like a 10-minute delay. I don't know if you were there when some people joined and they were like spam posting, you know, when they were like spam posting like really disturbing stuff. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should prevent people from posting pictures right after they join. So now there's like a 10-minute delay. I think it's like it'll be enough of a deterrent, or at least we'll notice if a bunch of random people join and they have suspicious names. Crazier air cooling the 9800 X3D. Is that bad? I haven't gotten my CPU cooler yet. My brother said to get the Phantom something. Phantom Spirit? Something. And welcome in Peacock. Hope you're doing well today. It's not so much me wanting to help you, it's me trying to recoup some of my investment. I'm sure you'll find someone to buy it for you. Good luck. People ask me to build them PCs all the time. I'm like, I can show you how to do it. I just don't want to be bothered. Like I just cannot be bothered. Like if my brother enjoys doing it and I can just like give him all this stuff and I can help him. I can hold stuff for him and he could just do it. I just hate doing stuff with my hands. Like I don't know what it is. Like if you give me like a IKEA furniture, I'm like, I hate it. Like I'm like, I don't know what it is. I'm even just very not dexterous or something. I just don't like that kind of stuff. Nowadays fans are updates. You can relay your fans together through a single cable. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. He told me to get case fans, but the case already comes with fans, so I don't know what he means. You think you remember that? It took so long with the stupid RGBs. But now it looks cute. AIO coolers. AIO are generally overkill. Air coolers are fine. I have no idea. And welcome in protagonist. PC tech gamer. Yeah. We're talking about my PC. It's just that the 7000 and 9000 series run hotter than previous gens. Just make sure you're using a good thermal paste with a high thermal conductivity rating. I didn't even add the thermal paste to my cart yet. I was gonna get my brother to choose one, so I'm sure he'll pick a good one. It's just a super powerful CPU, so I figured you'd liquid cool it. I don't know, take it up with my brother. To answer your question, if she looked cool, I don't think so, because it was a Halloween theme and she wasn't in costume. Oh, shade to Megan from Cat's Eye. How dare she? Get a Taco Two's dog desk at IKEA. Exactly. Honestly, this desk involved screwing in 4 of the... It was like just... This is one of those IKEA desks where you just buy the top and then you buy the legs. And I was like losing my mind trying to attach the legs. I was like, why is this so hard? Like my hands hurt. Like it was like a total of like, I don't know, 12 screws. And I was like, this is back-breaking labor. Like I should hire someone to do this for me, you know? Yeah, I was having a hard time with that. But yeah, it's I'm not cut out for manual labor, and that involves building PCs. Okay. We're just saying you want a standing desk. I decided against it because I realized that it's better to just get up and walk around than it is to have a standing desk. And like I have so much stuff on my desk, it'd be kind of annoying. The cables, man. You don't really need an AIO cooler. Air coolers will be less of a pain to install. This is the thing with PCs, man. Everyone has so many opinions. Like I look up something, I'm like, oh, is this worth it over this? And then like you get so much like varied opinion, which I guess makes sense. But like I wish everyone would decide on one thing together so I could have an easy answer. You have to upgrade your bookshelf because all the Funkos and books I have just have enough space. Gotta get a nice display for that. Let your bro handle the bill. Yeah, I think I'm unqualified. They need to sell lay down desks. They do. Have you seen those like desks that look like massage chairs and the monitors go in the front and then it leans back? Have you seen those? Those are crazy. I feel like that must be terrible for you. And you're terrible for posture. You have not? It's pretty crazy looking. The whole thing like moves. The monitors are like mounted up, and like if you lean back, it like goes up. I've seen it. Not in person, but on Instagram. Have you seen the IKEA gamer bed? What the hell is a gamer bed? CPU cooling. I've tried both after having your AIO. I don't know what an AIO pump is, by the way. I'm assuming it's liquid cooling. I went back to air cooler and never looked back. Less points of failure. I mean, if the air cooler or the liquid cooler breaks, does it drip water? Reading a Linux OS. Oh my gosh. I went into my work's like gaming chat and I went into my work's gaming chat because I was like wanting to see what people's opinions are about different PC specs or whatever. And I forgot. I work at a tech company. Everyone's a nerd. Like everyone's like running AMD GPUs because it's better for Linux. And everyone's like, oh, I run Linux on this. And I was like, oh, I forgot. Everyone, everyone's playing with Linux. And then like I just make noises. Don't do question it. You should. I can't help it. What was I trying to say? And like they were talking about motherboards, and then I recognized the server admin. He's like he works with the servers. Like literally, we asked like if we need to our servers upgraded, he will go in. He will go into the lab, and he will like do like he'll be like, hey, can we have more disk space? And he'll like manually do it. Like he's that guy, right? He's like really really knowledgeable about hardware and stuff like that. And the stuff that he was saying about the motherboard, I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Like his knowledge is so far beyond like the consumer knowledge that I was like, you know what? I don't think this chat is helping me at all. It can leak the liquid. It can also stop pumping or pumping intermittently, causing an overheat. I see. If there's a Linux enjoy, we could ask our resident Linux enjoy. Zirconian has joined the tech nerds. It's too late for him. The air cooler is just an aluminum heatsink with the fan attached and blowing through the fans to remove heat. I see. Heatsink fan. I got it. Bro knows where to download more. I can't remember what he was saying in the chat, but it was like so far beyond anything that I was like, you know what? Like I don't think like he is very knowledgeable and he's like my go-to guy for like any server stuff. But I was like, I do not know what he is talking about. Used to know how to do things like this in Linux. Gladly, I stopped. You're back to being a non-nerd. You're busy making a Hatsune Miku theme Linux desktop. Oh my gosh. Apparently it's very weeby. Draconian was like, I just installed Linux and this is the default background. And it's like an anime girl. It's like, this is what it's like, man. Weebs and Linux nerds. You know, this is the life I live in. I live among the enemy, you know? I work among them. Back to human life. Exactly. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the little Mallow Mart break. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Um, I think you remember hearing that Asus did a Hatsune Miku collab recently, so Miji can spend 7K, 7K on her new PC to score points with the Office Linux crew. I'm okay. I'd rather not. They like I go to the office once in a while, like not too much, but like there's anime figures everywhere. And I'm like, do they know I'm Japanese? Like, I hope not, but I guess they do because they know my last name and it's clearly Japanese, you know? Um, but yeah, there's a bunch of weebs, definitely a bunch of weebs, okay? I've never, it was like walking into a anime store, okay? And then they were like, "Oh, you think my desk is bad? You should see this other guy's." But I never got to see that guy's desk. I need to go look at it. Apparently, he's a Genshin player though, so you know, I am a Genshin player. Specialized language for things is so interesting. We all have our own unique repertoire though, based on our hobbies and interests. That's true. That's true. I was not up. I was not with it with the gaming lingo before I started streaming, and I think I learned it all at once. Before, like I was not. Like I played games, yes, but I didn't interact with other gamers really, right? Like I wasn't in any like gaming communities or anything like that. And I played very like casual games, like story games, stuff like that. So I did not know about. I had to learn all this stuff. Um, you just got it out next time you're there. I do, I do. Miju is working among an office of weebs. I am. But luckily, most people are pretty chill and pretty normal because like in my experience, in my experience, having to like interview and having to like work on a team with other people really filters out the people who are like really weird or like really creepy, right? You won't often meet people like that at the office because like I met so many of those people. Like so many people were like so weird to me at school, like really creepy, like really like you know like obviously like not respecting social boundaries, like that kind of people at school. But at work, it doesn't usually happen. A murder of crows, a parliament of owls, an office of weaves. Exactly, exactly. A convention of weaves also works. You know, like there's a lot of choices for that. But yeah, I'm excited to get my new PC. Hopefully, I think I'll probably still be playing Resident Evil by the time I get my new PC, because apparently I'm not making fast progress in the game. I don't know how long. I don't know how long the game is, but it seems like it just keeps going. You know? Did you get a white case again? What did you think? My brother actually, when he made the PC part picker, um, like when he made the PC part picker, he actually picked a white case, and it was actually really cute. I looked through and I looked at the other cases, and the one he picked was the best one. I was like, okay. And I wanted the one like he was like, oh, I picked it for you because I know you like the one with the double glass because that's what my brother has. He has like um the one with the glass on the front and the glass on the side, and I think it looks really cool. Like the people who you might see photos of if you looked up cringe or creepy in the dictionary. I think you'd see me if you saw cringe in the. I'm pretty cringe, but not creepy. I'm not creepy. I hope. Not even an ITX case. You say that and you expect me to know what that means. And I was also kind of scared to pick a different case because I don't know which ones would work with what I have. Like I was like I don't know how to pick the same type of case, so I was like, you know, the one he picked is good, and I saw a build of it online, and it looked really good, so I just picked that one. Your brother has a small case, the same case as me. It's really cool, but it's massive. My brother's PC case is like twice the size of mine, even though it has like the same stuff in it. I'm like, why is it so big? Like, I think I don't need it to take up that much space. Your case came flat packed. You disassemble it. Only cut my hand twice building. Yeah, that sounds miserable. I'm not cut out for that. Okay. A little over the size of the shoebox. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I've seen people like with the mini PCs. I do like that, but I don't plan on like going places with my PC. So I think having it be more powerful is probably better. He has the XL one. I don't know. It just seems really big. I can't remember how I try not to go in his room. No offense. I try not to go in his room, so I don't know. But I was there. I used his PC to stream a couple years ago, so I can't remember now. Or like maybe in like a year and a half ago, I was using his PC to stream. It's pretty big, but it does fit on the case. It does fit on the desk. Large cases, they don't make them anymore. Some cases are pretty damn big. I mean, my PC's on the floor, so it doesn't really matter how big it is, but at the same time, I don't want like if it can be like a normal size, like the current size it is, I'm fine with that. It's not like I bring it places though. I'm not having any LAN parties or anything like that. Next PC for you is gonna be all black. That will be pretty easy. That's pretty standard, isn't it? Because I know when I'm looking for PC cases, there's like 4,000. And then you filter by not black, and suddenly there's like 400, you know? You know, the gamers, they want like all black with a red light on it, you know? Like it's like black, red RGB light. that's Chicano. Or sometimes rainbow colored LED lights. Sometimes that's a thing. I like being able to change the light color because I think it looks cute. Right now mine is like a pale pink, but for some reason I can't change the light on the GPU. The GPU is black and red and I cannot change it. White components tend to be more expensive than the black equivalents. Yeah. That's like misogyny, honestly. They should think about the aesthetic. Not everyone wants all black computer, you know? But it's fine. It's fine. I kind of just given up on the inside of it being white. Like I was like, you know what? I think my motherboard that I got is white. But like the GPU is not white, so like I could not be bothered. Probably because your GPU is set to the specific software. Yeah, I have the software and it still doesn't change the color, so I don't get it. Your small PC, let's look it up. Your TV is 25 by 25 by 8. That seems pretty small, yeah. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to play a lot more games with the new PC. I do want to play some other games after I finish Resident Evil, but I'm not sure what. Like, I'm like, do I want to play more Resident Evil? I'm not sure. I feel like I might get burnt out of like the shooting and stuff like that if I play like them back to back. And Ricky leaked that there's spiders in Resident Evil 2. So now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't play Resident Evil 2, you know? Because I was having fun playing Resident Evil, and then these spiders showed up, and I was like, that's terrible, first of all. Immediately, the game went from a 9 out of 10 to like a 7 out of 10, just for the spiders. That's a spider reduction in score. That's not the penalty, you know. I don't know. Yeah, Angel and Ricky seem to imply that there were spiders in Resident Evil 2 or spider-like creatures. Okay, and then Ricky tried to backpedal and say it's just like Tom Holland. That's a lie. That makes no sense. You're not a liar? I don't know. I don't think there's Tom Hollands running around in the game. Very Bloody chose parts to have as little variants of manufacturers as possible. It's only 2 brands. I see. Yeah, I didn't put that much thought into it. You know, as long as it runs the games and I can stream at the same time, I'm happy with that. You know, I don't need much more from my computer. But yeah, it's a little bit due for upgrade because we're struggling here. But yeah, I don't know what we would stream, you know, because like I was thinking like, yeah, I'm interested in Metal Gear Solid, the Delta remake, but I feel like everyone's saying it's like not worth the price right now. So I don't really know. Not the only brand loyalist. I don't know. Are you excited about building a new one to game on? I have no issues gaming on my current computer, actually. Like, I don't run into issues gaming. It's while gaming and streaming is where I run into issues because like, I guess it's like they're both using the GPU, so I guess that's where the games start to struggle. Because like if I was playing Resident Evil by myself, then I think I could run it on a lot higher settings without an issue. Because like I can play Baldur's Gate almost completely fine on like high settings and stuff like that off stream, but when I was streaming it was like not happy. It was crashing. Like it was not good. When Monster Hunter gets a performance patch and a 50% sale, we should go hunt monsters. No, Ricky said I probably wouldn't enjoy the game if you like as much as he showed it. He was like you might not like it, you know, and I trust him. Like he's getting more for the no. Ricky already gave his honest truth after all the shelling. And Wakamin Shoya, we're doing well today. He said spiders are top. That's true. That's true. Wait, guys, are there spiders in Metal Gear Solid? Is Snake out here fighting spiders? I also don't think you would enjoy it. Yeah, I don't, cause like, okay. Here are my thoughts currently. Here's my am I halfway through the game? Am I midway through Resident Evil? Because I want to share my thoughts. Cause at the start of the game, having a lot of fun, back-to-back action. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's very arcadey. You just like, at least the way I'm playing it, according to my play style, as I call it, it's very arcadey in the sense that like you're just like shooting and looting, and there's like a lot of the game is very campy, which that's something I really enjoy about it. Like Leon is a ridiculous man. Like the stuff that happened in the game is ridiculous. Like it's campy as hell, and it's just fun, right? It's like the game is not that deep. I mean, I'm sure the gameplay gets more. I'm obviously on like the assisted difficulty, but I'm sure once you get really more into it, there's like a lot more to the gameplay than I'm doing it. But for me, my experience currently, it's fun. I'm able to get through it. It's not too punishing. I think the assisted difficulty is really helping me out here. It's like I'm not dying very much at all on this difficulty, but I do get hit a lot. And yeah, it's very action packed. I don't like the puzzles. You guys know I'm a bit of a puzzle hater. And like at the start, the puzzles were fine, but now some of the puzzles are a little tedious. Like I'm like they're a little long. I don't know. Or like they don't even feel like substantial puzzle. Like they're not really puzzled. It's like, oh, get this, you know? Like it's like, oh, there's a key, get the key, like find the key. And then like if I can't find the key for a while, I just get annoyed because I'm like, what's the point of this? Like I feel like it's just like padding it out. Like I'm just like I gotta get the key. Like I just have to find it. Like or I have to like do something to get it, you know? You also don't think I would enjoy Monster Hunter? Yeah. I feel like it's too like the RPG mechanics maybe, or maybe it's that kind of stuff wouldn't vibe with me. Skinless Tom Holland, but you don't pay attention to like whether people have skin or not. If I just showed up one day looking like a Attack on Titan, you wouldn't even notice. I told you Resident Evil 4 is hella action based. Yeah, I do believe that. Resident Evil 1 and 2 feels like survival horror. I think it would be hard for me to play survival horror, you know, like, cause, although I did play Alien. Alien is kind of survival horror, right? But you guys know I'm not like good at scrounging for resources. It depends how hard it is, cause I'm finding Resident Evil 4 to be quite difficult. Even on the easiest setting, it is fairly difficult. I feel like I get overwhelmed easily, and it's hard. The enemies like spawn all around you, so I'm like constantly like I'm not very aware of my surroundings in games in general, especially in like enclosed spaces. So like when they spawn enemies where I feel like I walked, or like say I walk down a hallway, I see there's no enemies in the hallway and I'm fighting, I'm looking forward, and then suddenly there's enemies behind me, and that part really annoys me because I'm like, oh, because I walked through that room, there wasn't enemies there. So like in my mind, I don't even try to look behind me because why would they be there, right? Um, Writing, looting can't be action packed. Not so much focus on puzzles. Can I gift you a game? I was like, what is it? You don't have to gift it to me, but you can recommend one to me. I should have seen the puzzles in the vanilla versions. Not only were the backgrounds pre-rendered, but it was like hard AF to figure out. Yeah, some of the puzzles. I mean, honestly, the puzzles haven't been hard to figure out, except for the time I made the dragonfly puzzle upside down. I just didn't know about the third wheel. But like, I like the one with the drawing. You know, like there was like the drawing, and then like I had to like I just did. Okay, aside from me misunderstanding, I thought order meant like order the food and not like order Ashley to sit there. I didn't understand that part because I found the right plates, but I didn't know, and I didn't understand the game mechanic of ordering Ashley to do something. Yeah, I figured it out eventually. That kind of puzzle is fine, but the puzzles where it's like there's a lock, go find the key, and it's like, where could the key be? And you just like find it. I'm like, that kind of stuff is like kind of stupid. And then there's a lot of puzzles where it's like there's a code, and then like the code is like on the wall, and it's like I just have to go find the code that's on the wall and then like put it in. Like I'm like, what's the point of that? Like I don't mind it as long as it doesn't take too much time. Like I think if like when the puzzles start taking too long, then it's like then it's like annoying because it's like it's not that substantial. The OG Resident Evil 3 looks awesome, but the remake is universally hated. Interesting. To answer your earlier question, I'd say I'm about midway through, maybe 1/4. Really, 1/4. These are vastly different answers. Ashley just loves getting in the line of fire too. Yeah, but that's she just like moves very strangely, and I don't like that you can shoot her because like sometimes she just runs in front of you. I don't know if anyone has recommended them to you yet, possibly because no one has, because the No Weeps Allowed. I've definitely seen people talk about it, but no one has recommended it to me. The Yakuza series. I honestly think you'd enjoy them. You personally love them because the series that takes itself that equally is ridiculous. You think Miju would like the waifu designer aspect? What is a waifu designer? What does that mean? I like character customization. I don't know what a waifu designer is. Bet you love it. Oh, Miju the Genshin player. She loves wife. Don't tarnish my name like that, okay? I'm like 20 Yakuza ads on YouTube. I don't get any Yakuza ads. I keep getting ads for I keep getting ads for AFK Journey or AFK Arena or something, and it's like it is the most degenerate thing I've ever seen. The ads I'm getting, I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, it is so degenerate. There's a mini game where you manage a cabaret club, but you dress up the hostesses. You dress up the game in like a normal. You dress up the girls in a normal way or like a weird way. Cause I do not like excessive sexualization of women in games. Like I don't like Genshin. Genshin is crossing the line, and I love Genshin, so I'm like torn. But it's like Genshin is too far for me almost. You dress them up normally. Okay, but the clothes are not. It's not really provocative. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What's this game called? It's AFK something. It's so degenerate. Yeah, okay, you could just, yeah, QTE. I do love QTEs, and I do love rhythm games. But the problem with rhythm games is they're way too weepy. Like all rhythm games are so weepy. And I love the idea that I just like, I'm like, what? Do I have to go back to playing Guitar Hero or what? You got to Simmer, by the way. Simmer story is quite good. Osu is the weebiest game in existence, Law. Have you seen it? No Stellar Blade or Nikkei streams from Miju. Absolutely not. You guys, I have my limit of degeneracy, okay? And Genshin is like, this is my limit. Genshin's like here. And I stick with it because I love Genshin. But like anything worse than Genshin is off the table. Or a game where it's like the male character is wearing armor and the female character is wearing a bikini. You know what I mean? Beat Saber. Oh, true, Beat Saber. Sorry. Wait for Rhythm Heaven. I'm so excited for Rhythm Heaven. I would buy a Switch 2 for Rhythm Heaven. Miju hates weeb, but sure likes her weeb entertainment. Genshin's a good game. Your official recommendation for you is Yakuza 0. Okay. I don't know. I've never once considered Yakuza. Like, what do you do in it? Do you just like fight things, or like what can you sell it to me? Like what is it? All you guys have told me about the waifu designer. Can't believe Miju isn't streaming Blue Protocol right now. Isn't that like a anime MMO? They want to play Yakuza again? And Wakaman Sedai coming in here. My girls, their best recent song, absolutely. It's enchanted bikini. It's magical armor bikini, okay? You work for a Japanese crime syndicate. I mean, yeah, I got that from the name. And you beat people up, get loot, and design waifus. Okay. Is it like very like, you know, some games, it's like, I feel like they made this for boys. Like, is it like, not to say that games are gendered in any way, but you know, you can just, some games are very designed for that like bro market, you know? There's a character in one of the Yakuza that attacks with idol moves. That's great. It's actually a human drama. Think of it as a crime drama. Are you sure? Mini games have been things like QTE Dance. I do love mini games. I love Mario Party. IRL Sega arcade games and arcades. Yakuza's actually very popular with the female demographic. Okay. That's convincing. Okay. One of your homegirls is obsessed with Yakuza. Okay. If it's girls approved, then fair enough. For some reason, the bikini has higher stats than the armor. Of course. You gotta wear the bikini. Yeah, some games are pretty. There's only a certain amount of degeneracy that I can handle from a game. Some games are just like, I think I'm like, I play a gacha game, but Genshin, even though it seems a little bit degenerate sometimes, it is nowhere near as bad as other gacha games. Like gacha games are like, Genshin's like, if there's a gacha game degeneracy scale, it's like Genshin's like here, and the average gacha game is like here. Like it's crazy. You're like Kiryu? He's a husbando material. Okay. If there's husbandos, then I might be convinced. Recently a minigame in Yakuza 8 was an Animal Crossing clone. I see. He runs an orphanage in 3, so he cares for the kids. Ah, what a nice boy. But yeah, it's I do like the thing is I am happy. Like I like the Resident Evil gameplay. Like I think action packed is fun, but at the same time, I think like I don't like too much game. Like it sounds really weird, but I feel like I don't like too much gameplay. You know, like I feel like I can only take it in small. Like if I were to play Resident Evil like in like one sitting, or like play it for like, I guess I would never play many games for that long anyway. But like I don't know. What do you like? I don't know. But like I feel like a lot of times in games, I'm like trying to, like when I feel like I'm in a combat encounter and it's quite long, I'm just trying to get through it. You know, like I don't really enjoy the combat. I just try and get through it. There's not that many games where I'm like, I truly enjoy the combat part, you know, especially if it's shooting. I think one of the NPC described the protagonist when he says Kiryu is Paragon of a Japanese man. Is that good? Yeah, because that's very story driven with a bit of fighting, QTE mini games. You definitely like it. Okay, okay. Yeah, I feel like I need a good story to like motivate me through, you know? Cause like some games some games I do like just for the gameplay. Like if I were to quantify what gameplay I enjoy, um I would say in terms of games where I really like the gameplay, one is like resource management. I love resource management. Um, two would be like I like um, rhythm based things. I like bullet hells. And I like dialogue choices. I don't know if that counts as gameplay, but like I like dialogue choices. Um, and what else? Trying to think of like what games I like. Yeah, I love boss fights. I love boss fights, but small enemies, like if it's like a bunch of encounters with a bunch of small enemies, then it's a bit annoying. I like freedom and creativity in the gameplay. Like if there is combat, then I like that. I like when there's like multiple ways to approach it, if that makes sense, or like you can be creative with the way you approach it, like Baldur's Gate or Breath of the Wild, stuff like that. um I think yeah, I prefer if the game were to be difficult, I would prefer it to be a boss fight. I don't think I like any difficult games where the difficulty is not a boss fight. Cause like for me, it's like, especially with 3D games, I have quite a hard time maintaining a sense of surroundings. So if it's like one-on-one fight, then it's a lot. I feel like I can like improve and like really hone in my skills if it's like one-on-one, because I'm not like struggling like with like say with like say for like Resident Evil, like a lot of the struggle is not like I feel like I can't like focus on the gameplay and like improving at the game because I'm held back by like controlling the camera. Like I'm like controlling the camera, I'm controlling the surroundings, right? I'm trying to like get a sense of my surroundings, and I feel like that's where I'm struggling rather than the actual gameplay, right? Like I feel like I can't improve at the game because of the camera. But if it's like a boss fight and you're locked on, then I don't have to worry about the camera, and I feel like I can improve even though the camera can sometimes be part of the difficulty. At least if it's like locked on, I feel like I can focus on like say I can focus on if it's Elden Ring, I can focus on dodging better. Well, if I had to control the camera, I feel like I would never improve at dodging because I'm just stuck at the first step of like controlling the game, right? What are the top 3 games you're excited for that are coming out? I don't know. I don't really. I mean, like games that are coming out in terms of like I don't know if they're releasing soon. My not like you guys know like one of my all time favorite games is Undertale. So I'm excited for like new Deltarune chapters. Obviously, I'm excited for Rhythm Heaven. I love Rhythm Heaven. That game was like a big childhood joy of mine. And also um the Haunted Chocolatier, like the Stardew Valley. Um, the game by the Stardew Valley creator. Very excited for that. I think I'll enjoy that one because Stardew Valley is like in terms of games that I like can put so many hours into and like really like okay, there's not that many games I got really sweaty about, okay? 1, Genshin. 2, Stardew Valley. 3, like any resource management game, like any simulation game, I will get so sweaty about it. Like I will like I'm like one step away from making a spreadsheet. Well, it's boss fight after boss fight, but it's full of gameplay and they have a lot of HP, unlike Elden Ring. Wait, Elden Ring. Oh, like they have a lot of. I mean, I guess Elden Ring they don't have a lot of HP in the sense that like it's more like you have to play very perfect, right? It's not like you have to do a lot of damage. I mean, you do have to do a lot of damage, but like it's not necessarily like a huge raid boss sort of HP level. It's not really balanced. It's not balanced around that. you need to play Undertale. You want to try Undertale eventually. I would highly, highly recommend Undertale. It's very special. Like if you like a good story and you like, it's just very unique. I guess. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. But if you don't like stories, if you don't like a narrative based game, then I wouldn't play it. Because it's mostly the gameplay is a little lacking in Undertale. There are like little bullet hell sections, and there are boss fights to an extent. But it's not very gameplay oriented. It's more story oriented. It's very well written. Undertale is great. Yeah, I love Undertale. Might as well play Farm Simulator. Not simulator like that. More like a management simulator. You know what I mean? Like a roller coaster tycoon. Monster Hunter fights can be very long. Yeah. Not in story mode in WoW, so only in the late game and the old ones. I see. For me, what I like about Elden Ring is like I like the dodging. I really like dodging. Like if they removed the weapons from Elden Ring and it was just dodging, I would enjoy it more. Like I know a lot of people like making like really strong builds and like doing a lot of damage to the bosses. No, I just like dodging. And I feel like it's very challenging, right? I feel like you have to play very well. And welcome in Fluffy. Who is that in your mic? It is Leon from Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's very, very, very story based. Can't wait for Persona 4 Reloaded. Onimusha? I don't know what Onimusha is. And GTA 6, of course. What are some of your favorite bullet hell games? I haven't actually played that many. I just really like the bullet hell in Undertale, and I love Cuphead. But that's about it actually that I've played. There's not a lot of. I feel like there's not a lot of bullet hell games these days. Like there's games with like bullet hell aspects to them, but like straight up bullet hell games, I don't know that many. Persona 4 Reloaded. Is that what I said? Is that not correct? Is it Persona 4 Remake? I don't know. It's okay, fine. Revival. But remake would have been technically correct, right? Because it is a remake. You love the giant Gudetama in the background. Oh no worries at all. I got it's not off topic. He comes up frequently. But thank you. It's Gudetama. It's like let me write it out. Gudetama, like that. But I know what you mean. I love that guy. My aunt made this hair clip, right? But she also made a Gudetama one. It's so funny. Look. The Gudetama hair clip. It's so funny. I need to focus it. Okay. And welcome in Star. Hope you're doing well today. There's not many bullet hell games anymore these days, and I ask because I have a genuine yearning to play them these days. Yeah, exactly, right? I really like the concept of it, but I feel like bullet hells are like very old school, arcadey kind of games, right? Like aside from, like I guess there's Undertale, Deltarune. They're mainly, but I wouldn't say the bullet hell is the main aspect of it. But there's definitely some, especially in, oh my god, that one thing actually that kind of annoys me. The one criticism I have for Deltarune is that it is so much harder than Undertale. Like, in terms of the bullet hell patterns and like the difficulty and like how many enemies you have to fight and like how long the fights are. Some of the boss fights, like in the base story, like Undertale obviously has very hard fights. In like the optional routes, like in the main route of the game, it's not that hard. And also it's been years since I played Undertale, right? Like I've played Undertale a lot, but like that was years ago, and I'm very rusty at the bullet hell now, right? And then I played Deltarune, and I was like, I got to some fights, in the last like chapters 3 and 4, and I really thought that I wouldn't be able to do it. Like I was having such a hard time. I was like, this is a little. I feel like it's a little too hard for the base game. Like I didn't see anyone else like. I didn't see anyone else like really struggling, but as someone who's like maybe I'm probably just bad, but like at the same time, I don't think Deltarune is a game where you should be held back by the difficulty. I feel like at least if they could add some difficulty options, or at least maybe like an easy mode or a hard mode, that would be nice. Because like I feel like Undertale was a very reasonable difficulty, and like I feel like anyone could get through it. But Deltarune is like, I think if you were a little bit like slower or maybe had some like coordination issues or anything like that, I don't think you'll be able to do it. Shoot 'em ups are like a pretty much dead genre. They were huge in the arcade. Huge in the arcade. What is shoot 'em ups, and how's that different to like a shooting game? They don't need any more bullet hell games. Ikaruga exists. What is that? Is it bullet hell? Wait, I feel like I've heard of this. You must have mentioned it before, or someone must have mentioned it before when I talked about bullet hells. You haven't played Deltarune yet? If you love Undertale, you will love Deltarune. It is like, okay. I prefer Undertale because like it's very special to me, but I can, if I take my own subjectivity of it out of it, then I personally very much, I mean, obviously the game's not done yet, but I feel like Deltarune is a better game, in terms of everything, like in terms of the story, in terms of the gameplay, in terms of like just it's just much better than Undertale in those regards, even though Undertale is very special. Shoot 'em up is the airplane bullet hell genre. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, like the game. I see. We have a little spaceship and he's like going through the bullets and you have to shoot up. Is that what you mean? Yeah, okay. Like asteroid, is that what it's called? I see. That's called a shoot 'em up. When you said shoot 'em up game, I was imagining like a Western game. I don't know. Like a cowboy game. That's what I always thought bullet hell was. I mean, I think that is what it is. Like in Undertale and Deltarune though, you don't shoot, you just dodge. Like there's a dodging phase and there's a turn based. So like there's an attacking phase, you attack and then you dodge, and that's how you lose health. But it is bullet hell in that regard. But yeah, it's in Cuphead you do shoot. So I guess Cuphead is like a more modern version of that, right? Like it's side to side, yes. And there's gravity. But I mean, there's gravity. Actually, there's airplane levels in Cuphead. So I guess maybe that's like a tribute to those types of games, right? Or at least it's like in line with those types of games. But it is like side to side, not up to down. But same idea. More for the modern screen size, you know, like if you did up to down nowadays, it would be kind of annoying because up to down is very less space. And okay, PJ, good night. Cuphead is similar. It was like a tribute. Yeah. I think it's like, I mean, I think Cuphead is very much a, you know, like a homage to those types of games. You still haven't beat Cuphead? Me neither. Me neither because, okay. Because when I first played Cuphead, it was only on PC. Okay, it was only on Windows. Okay? And I didn't have a Windows computer, so I bought it on my brother's Steam account because I wanted to play. I'll play it on his computer. Okay, because I couldn't play on my MacBook. And then so I got to aisle 3 on that save, and then I just didn't get farther because like it was on his account, and then I eventually got on my own account, but now I think I'm only on like L2, and I never like actually finished it. And these days I'm like, I feel like I don't have the motivation to like grind it out, even though I love it. It's only in Windows and Miji only uses Linux. Right, only on Linux. King Dice plus Devil was kind of hard. King Dice is really hard. And like, I mean, you have to go straight in, right? Like one after another. It's very interesting though with like hard games. Like with really difficult games, it's really interesting to see what people struggle with because I feel like people have completely different experiences, right? Like some people are like, oh, like even in like Elden Ring, it's like, oh, some people find this boss the hardest, and some people are like, oh, that boss was easy. I found this boss really hard. So it's like, I feel like maybe it just like has to do with your, maybe it's like one, a little bit your build, and two, just like your personal strengths. Maybe I should pick up Cuphead as I've never played it. It's a great game. It's a great game. If you like bullet hells, you should absolutely play Cuphead. It is such a well-made game. It's like the whole thing is, firstly, the boss fights are very, very well done. And secondly, the whole game is beautiful. It's like, it's completely hand-drawn. Yeah, and the soundtrack is all live music. It's like live recorded jazz music, and it's so good. Like the game itself is very, very, very high quality. Yeah, it goes on sale a lot, so you could definitely wait for a sale. Um, and yeah, the game is just the combat is very, very well done. It's super tight, very precise. Bullet hell dodging, and then you like shoot with the gun. The shooting is pretty like inconsequential. You pretty much just hold down the trigger because there's no reason not to shoot. And welcome in, Vindicator. Yeah, it is a very difficult game. Although, if you're really used to the old school arcadey shooting games, it is a very different experience, I think. Because, like, I remember, this was, like, the game came out in, like, the late 2010s, right? So, like, it was, like, the YouTube, I was watching a lot of, like, YouTubers and stuff like that. And I remember, like, I watched Jacksepticeye play it, and there was boss fights that took him, like, 30 minutes, an hour. And by the time he got to like the second world, he had died like 200 times, right? Like that's fairly normal. That's like a normal experience, right? Like the game is hard. And like I had like a similar experience. I probably took even longer. There's boss fights that took me like an hour, like hour and a half, 2 hours, right? Like just to be, because I'm trying over and over, right? And then I watched MatPat from Game Theory play it, and he didn't die more than twice on like any boss. I was like, and everyone in the chat was like, "What the hell? Like, what is like, what is wrong with you?" Like, and he was like, "Oh, I just grew up playing like Mega Man and like whatever." I was like, "Okay." He just like literally like did not die. I was like, "How is this possible?" He beat almost all the bosses in like a few tries. And if you struggled on like one boss, and like even struggle is like maybe 10 tries, like it's like nothing. You're never pro tier those games in the arcade, but I consider myself to be above average. Cuphead sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't be like as hard of a challenge for you than it was for me, but it's still going to be a great, like he still enjoyed it even though he wasn't like dying over and over. And the DLC I think is much more difficult. Get good? I guess so. Unfair. Is he human? He was on Linux, possibly. Yeah, he was. I guess he was just really. Yeah, I guess he was like a proper arcade gamer. I think he plays a lot of those like old school games that are in that vein, right? That's probably why. Has some crazy hand-eye coordination, I guess. Cause like for me, it's like, and yeah, the game is difficult, but it's very, very fair. Like if you ever get hit, aside from like a couple occasions, if you get hit, you know it's your fault. Like you're like, oh, I could have dodged that. The games are literally designed to take your money in 30 minutes or less. Yeah, I never really played that much like, I never really played that much arcade games before. Like I've been to arcades, yes, but I never like seriously tried to play an arcade game. That's what you get for burning quarters on Contra. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing you're putting quarters in the machine, the arcade machine. Try playing Ninja Gaiden or okay, now you're talking about Contra. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are too old. But yeah, the one thing that surprised me about Resident Evil, I didn't think it would be so arcade-like. Because like, you know, you get like a score after you beat the game, and like each level, like after you finish the level, it gives you like points. And I was like, that is like the most gamey thing I've ever seen. Because like usually modern games, they try to be like artistic, right? Like there's no like points or numbers, and especially in like a campaign, right? Like it's very much not like that. So I was very surprised to see that in Resident Evil, but at the same time, it's kind of fun, you know? Like it's like I mean I don't care about the points, but like the way they approach it, and like where it's like the way they approach it, where they're like, yes, this is a game, it's so gamey, right? It's not like trying to not be a. Does that make sense? Like I feel like a lot of games these days, like if you're playing like The Last of Us, it's not trying to be a game. It's not. It's trying to like. It's trying to like smooth over all the really really gamey parts. If that makes sense. So I feel like that's kind of a fun thing with Resident Evil. That's why it feels like an arcade game for me. Except for Resident Evil 9. Oh yeah, yeah. Game-ish game. Yeah. Do you know what I mean though? Like, you know, like points, level up, like, you know, that kind of thing. It's very much. It doesn't try to hide the fact that it's a game. And it's not trying to be like a artsy thing or anything like that. Just like I feel like I don't tend to play games like that, so it's very interesting. But yeah, it's not necessarily good or bad. It's just I feel like it's more unique these days. But yeah, it's yes, that's why I'm like I have a hard time quantifying what I like, cause like I'm having fun with Resident Evil. But like, does that mean I would enjoy any game with like shooting? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I feel like if there was like a lot of time, most of the time I don't enjoy shooting in games. I don't know. Makes sense. Some games hide those for smooth immersion and realisticness. I think it's like realism. Yeah, something like that. What's in your hand? My fidget cube. my new toy, my fidget cube. Games that stand out for me most are the ones that are unique and made me remember them for some reason or another, like the cute 'em up genre. What's a cute 'em up? And now I'm learning all about these different arcade games. You went to your homegirl's Thursday night and she had the squishy cube thing kind of stuff, fiddling like a stress ball. Some things are just fun to play with. This one is fun to play with. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Ice cream, it's all good. But yeah, I feel like I haven't explored too many genres of games, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, what have I tried now? Like, I've played RPGs now. I've never played an MMO. I've never played an FPS, like, to any significant degree. What else? I don't think I've ever really played a strategy game, like a RTS, that kind of strategy game. What else? Yeah, never played a fighting game. Although 2XKO, 2XKO, it's out or coming out soon. We're too young. I'm Googling I know. I don't know anything about arcades. You can just blame your Cubanness. Well, I'll blame my Cubanness too. Like, we didn't have arcade games. Needs just the iPad, baby. She needs a fidget toy. I do have an iPad these days, yes. It's a controller to a shot collar, disguised as a fidget cube. It's for whenever people say something weeby, I set it off. Valorant era. True. Zirconi would love that. He's like, can you play more games? And I'm like, sure, I'll play Valorant. A shoot 'em up, but with a cute aesthetic. Vibrant color palette, cute designs. It plays a sentient spaceship with Opa? What? If you move to the bottom, legs pop out and you walk around the ground instead of flying. Oh, I like a cute aesthetic. I do like that. I feel like I like the aesthetics of games a lot. Opa, is it? Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what that is. Hiro really selling you on the Yakuza theory. Yeah, everything Hiro says ties back to Yakuza. I'm like, we're like, oh, like, I had sushi last week, and you're like, you know what game has sushi? Just like literally just chilling every. It's like a stat with UFO 50, but now with Yakuza. You're a tough customer to recommend games. I'm very picky with games. I don't know. I feel like okay. I actually feel like there are two. Okay, which type of gamer are you? One is you have free time in the day. Okay, you're bored that day, and you're like, I'm gonna play a game. You don't necessarily have a specific game in mind. You're like, okay, this is my time. I'm gonna have gaming time, right? Where it's like, I have a couple hours. I'm gonna play a game. Or two, are you the kind of person where you don't game until a game comes out, or like you find a game that you really want to play, and then you set aside time to play that game? Which one are you? Because I'm definitely two. Option two. I don't just game for no reason. You know, like I'm like, if a game comes out that I want to play, I'll play it. If my games never finish, I mean that's a thing too. Like I play Genshin. But I'm dormant until I hyperfixate on a game. Okay, true. That's option three. That's option three. I spent all available time on that game until I burn out. Your option two. Okay. Oh wait, sorry. Now you're option four. Sorry, that we already made it option three. You buy so many games you haven't played, even though I have time. Yeah, I don't do that either. I'm very picky about what games I buy. I think for me, I'm just like for me, it's like a thing where it's like there's a lot of things in games I don't really like. Like I think I'm quite picky with what games I play, because I think a lot of times I don't enjoy gameplay just for gameplay's sake. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, like it'd have to be something very specific that I'd enjoy. Like if I just pick up a random game that's popular, I don't enjoy it just because it's like a fun game, right? Like I feel like it has to be something very specific for me. You're both? You have games that I play that fall into either category. I see. Your competitive game enjoy. Yeah, I guess competitive games are a different story too. If I want to get cozy and do weeb stuff, you play JRPGs. Yeah, I guess with competitive games, it's like they don't end, right? So I guess I don't know how you would quantify that. Where it's like, I guess with competitive games, you do. It's like a habit. It's like an addiction. It's a different thing. With a competitive game or like a daily game, like a gacha game, I feel like that's more of a lifestyle or an endless pit that you cannot escape from. You know, it's like it's more like that. It has nothing to do with free time or setting aside time. Yeah, I feel like I think there's some very common things in games I just don't like. Cause I think that's why I'm so picky, because like a lot of RPG mechanics, I don't really like that much. Like I don't like we talked about this before, but like I don't like grinding for levels. I don't like grinding, and I don't like grinding, and I don't like side quests, like meaningless quests. Like that for me, that just feels like type one. It's like you're doing stuff just to have stuff to do in the game, and for me, I don't feel like that's meaningful. You know? Gotcha is your job? In what way? You're a stalker. Find the Seattle Discord to trash talk about me because I beat them so bad. What? That's so like no life behavior. Jeez. I wouldn't say that when I have free time, I'd exclusively think on spending it on a game, but it's quite often. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, because like, and I feel like these days, yeah, I don't know. I think there's just certain mechanics that are quite common, like really gamey things, like yeah, like leveling up, um, like yeah, leveling up, grinding, repetitive tasks that aren't necessarily like chores, but they're more like yeah, like the grind. I don't like it. And I don't necessarily like shooting. I don't know, which is pretty common in games. Like I feel like there's not a lot of combat that I really like. Because if I were to say what combat I really like, um, Sorry, I have to really think about this. I like Genshin's combat. I like Genshin's combat, and I like Cuphead's combat. I like rhythm games. I like Elden Ring combat, but I don't really like the RPG side of it. They're starting to hurt you and dox you just from taking an L. Be careful, man. Um, but yeah, they're probably all talk, but yeah, be careful. If you don't do the long, boring side quest, you lock yourself out of the secret ending. No. That's so JRPG coded. Living the gacha is how you play gacha. No, no, no. I never really got into competitive gaming because of the toxicity. You see back in hosting Street Fighter parties. Ooh. From the neighborhood kids on SNES, the kids. Maybe it's Shikano. You do enjoy the process, the level grinding, only if the gameplay loop hooks me, which is why I don't play a ton of RPGs. Yeah, I guess if the gameplay loop was engaging, then I would enjoy it, but I don't think I've ever had a game where it's enjoyable. Because, like, if I were... I don't know. Like, even in, like, Baldur's Gate, I do enjoy the combat, but do I enjoy, like, doing a bunch of random combats to level up? Not necessarily. Talking about hyperfixation, there's a certain monster in Monster Hunter I like way too much. I decided to hunt every variant or version of him during the whole franchise. So I only play that. Well, you're doing the Draconian way. Except when my friends want to watch Silk Song, of course. You don't play video games? I mean, fair enough. That's option 0, I guess. Zelda combat. Uh, um, I mean, I like it. Okay. I like fighting Lionels. Yes, I do like fighting Lionels. But I don't really like walking on the map and then like there's like bokoblins chasing me. Like I wish I could. I spend most of the time wearing Majora's Mask. Like I don't really want to fight anything. Like I think I like Breath of the Wild not because of the combat. If Breath of the Wild had 0 combat, I think I would still enjoy it just as much. I know I know it's an unpopular opinion with the combat players, but for me, if you removed all the enemies from the game, I would enjoy the game just as much. In Wakamin Ghost, hope you're doing well today. Specifically, a link from the past. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only ever played Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, which has the same combat, and Skyward Sword. In Skyward Sword, I was just swinging my controller wildly, so it wasn't it wasn't too in depth. Like it was like because it's like motion control, so like what can you do, you know? Yeah, I don't really count that. It was just me trying not to hit my hand on my desk. I try to think of other combats I really enjoy. I don't even know. I can't even I can't even think of anything else. I mean these days I'm really into the Genshin combat, which is quite unusual for me. Best strategy, exactly. The Monster Hunter is not in WoW, so praying it comes out in expansion. I hope so too for you, Ricky. Good luck. I'm just gonna BRB again. I'll be right back. Speaking of Zelda, old school Zelda, enjoy the Mallow Mart. A blast from the past, I guess. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. Did you ever play Clank? I don't know what that is. Like Ratchet and Clank? That's the only thing I know, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what other games I really like. Like if I were to like define what games I really, really like, I don't know. Because I feel like some games are really exceptions. Because like honestly, Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time. And I love it for the exploration. Like I said, if you removed every enemy, I would still like it. But I don't think I like any other open. Maybe just like because like it was like the first open world game I played. Maybe just ruined every other open world game. Because like every other open world game, I have not felt the joy of exploration in. Like I just for me, it's like maybe the game is fun, but I don't really explore it anyway. Even games that have even games that are considered to have a good open world, like Elden Ring, I don't like exploring in Elden Ring. I'm like really neutral towards it. I'll like run through to the next boss and like that's it, right? Um, and yeah, that's it. I'm thinking that's the reason. I mean, yeah, I feel like has there been a has there been a game that has a open world as good as Breath of the Wild? Like I don't think so. I don't think so. Because like some people say Elden Ring's world is better, but I think that's for people who really like when there's a lot of enemies. Because like for me, I don't really like when there's a lot of enemies in the world. Because like for me, it's like if I'm running through Elden Ring and there's some like random guy on a horse or like a troll or something like that, I'm like I don't really want that to be there, you know? Like I liked Breath of the Wild because of like there's so many interesting things to find. There's so many landscapes and stuff like that. It's like you climb up and like you see stuff in the distance and you're like, oh, there's something over there. I want to go, and then you go, you know. And I feel like nothing has really captured that. Even Tears of Kingdom. Sometimes I don't even know if I like a game or if I'm just addicted to it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Some games are addictive. That doesn't necessarily mean they're good, right? I mean, it's good in the sense that they did what they intended, but I don't know. Might not, but seems hard to believe you haven't found anything that resembles it. Yeah, but I don't think anything has done it like Breath of the Wild. Have you tried Red Dead Redemption 2 by chance? No, a lot of people have recommended that to me. Maybe that should be my next streaming game. A lot of people said it's good, so yeah, I mean maybe. And welcome in Lee. Hope you're doing well today. If Tears of the Kingdom had a whole different map, you think you would have liked it? Absolutely. I would have loved it. Like, I always say this, but like, if they just made Breath of the Wild again, like copy paste Breath of the Wild, new map, I would have been perfectly happy. I would have been like, that's worth the $90 for me. Like, you know? I think for me, Tears of the Kingdom was never stood a chance for me because of the map was the same. And yes, I'm sure people who played Breath of the Wild more casually would have been fine. Maybe they're fine with it. I don't know. Because it's because I played Breath of the Wild so much. I put like 600 hours into Breath of the Wild. So at that point, I know the map better than I know like my own house. Like not my own house, but like you know what I mean, right? Like I know Hyrule better than I know Vancouver. Okay, so like I'm so familiar with it that in Tears of the Kingdom, it's like, it's just way too familiar. Someone told me you could cook pizza in Tears of the Kingdom, I would be sold. Well, you can. That one is definitely worth playing at least once. It's a masterpiece to your game and execution. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be really good. I think it'd be worth a try. But isn't it like really long? How long would it be? I'm kind of hesitant to stream a game. Like I don't mind playing it on my off time, but like I'm kind of hesitant to stream a game that's longer than like 30 hours cuz if I'm only playing like 3 hours a week, it's going to take me forever. Like imagine if I play a game that's like 100 hours. It'll take me like 2 years. Know exactly what you mean. I mean, yeah, I think we just played Breath of the Wild to death, and it's not necessarily like it's not necessarily Nintendo's fault that we did that. You know, like um, like you know, it's not necessarily Nintendo's fault that we did that, but it's like, um, you know, but at the same time, it's like we're we're like the biggest fans of Breath of the Wild, and we're like the most excited for the sequel. So I feel like it should at least cater to us. 600 hours. Yeah, I used to do a lot of like challenge runs and stuff on stream, so I put a lot of hours in. How many Korok seeds did you collect in your first playthrough? I don't think I did more than 100. Yeah, I don't think I feel like 60 would have been a lot. I feel like I would have... I'd have to go... I think I still have my first playthrough file. I'd have to go check. It's probably less than 100. Maybe a little over 100? I don't know. You absolutely enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom until I began it. I had no interest on keep playing after that. I don't think I enjoyed... I think I enjoyed the cutscenes. I liked Ganondorf. I liked... Wow, this is a tough thing to... What did I like about Tears of the Kingdom? I liked the building. I like the Ultra Hand. I like building stuff. I thought that was quite fun. I like the final boss. I like the Ganondorf fight. Especially because it was a disaster, but it was quite fun. I went in, I didn't have like the gloom healing food, so we had like 3 hearts and like 2 fairies, and all my health was gloomed. So like it was like a Dark Souls fight. It was a fun time. And the fight is really well done. Like the health bar going past the thing, it's silly and it's great. You know the Breath of the Wild map? Tell me where at least 1 bridge is. Damn, you got me there. Red Dead 2 is long. Google estimates about 51. So if I stream like 3 hours a week, it's gonna take forever. So maybe that's more of an off stream game. Cause like I don't really want to set aside more than 1 day a week to gaming streams. Cause I like having this day for just chatting. Cause otherwise, like I feel like I'll interrupt the game too much just to talk. You know, I need to get all my yapping out. And I like being able to talk about all the recent stuff or like just various things with everyone. And I feel like if I'm gaming, it's hard to do that. You're very disappointed in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. A Link is Zelda saw a dried up corpse Ganondorf. They should have just left it alone. Yeah, they should have. I'm trying to think of what other games I really liked the gameplay. I guess I liked Alien. But Alien I liked more because it was scary. Like I think if it wasn't scary, I don't think I would have liked it, right? Like if we just had the game and like it wasn't scary at all. I think the horror was just very well done. So that's the thing. I didn't really care for like the shooting or anything. I think I played on easy as well. Blackpink is releasing a studio album in like November or December. That's pretty soon. That's next month. I would be happy to have more Blackpink songs. There's not a lot. Let's just turn back and bake pizza. They really should have. They should have just made pizza. I do share that the game disappointed in its replayability, unlike with Breath of the Wild, but I had fun with the story and the new dungeons. Yeah, I think the story was fun. I know a lot of people are like more lore enthusiasts, and I know the lore maybe didn't sit right with people, but as a non-lore person, I thought the story was fun. I've never liked Breath of the Wild for the story. I don't think it really has a great story. Like it's a very serviceable story, but it's not like life-changing, right? Like it's fine. Like it's there and it's entertaining enough. It's not boring. It does add to the game in some sense, but it's not like a masterpiece of writing. It's very minimal. And same with Tears of the Kingdom. I think the story is fairly minimal. It's there. The cutscenes were enjoyable, but it's not like a big thing. Like there's not a lot of emphasis put on the story. Story was butt into it. Really? I mean, it's more just like it's not even like, for me it's like it's not even like worth analyzing. It's just like part of the game. Because, like, the game would feel weird without any story, but it doesn't seem like it's, like, a focal point, right? Like, the story is just, like, the glue, you know? It's, like, kind of in the background. Does the story make sense? I don't know, but the cutscenes are fun. They're well acted. The Ganondorf smile is iconic. I don't think too hard about the story. Um, Yoshinobu would follow me around Hyrule, not just Death Mountain. Your boy. Yeah, the Ganondorf smell is so iconic. It's honestly, the cutscenes were worth it just for that. Although they really should have forced everyone to watch the cutscenes in story order. Because, like, in Breath of the Wild, it made sense that you can watch the memory. I think it was fine to watch the memories in any order. But in Tears of the Kingdom, I don't think it was fine to watch the story in any order. Like, I feel like it would really, really take away from it to if you got, like, the twist before the setup, right? But in Breath of the Wild, it didn't really matter. It was kind of like bits and pieces anyways, and I kind of like the idea of like you find stuff here and there. So I think that's cool. Was a richer story than the first game? Yeah, there was definitely more substance to the narrative in Tears of the Kingdom than Breath of the Wild. Waking up Ganondorf, what would happen if they broke the rocks from the mural? I don't even remember what you're talking about. That's how much of an impact the story made on me. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. You love getting out of order cutscenes. You got the spoiler to your third or fourth. Yeah, I'm happy that the chat was very specifically like, hey, you should get them in the order. Like they're like, hey, be careful. Make sure you get them in the order. It will really add to your experience. And I'm glad I did that. Because it was a lot more. Maybe that's why I have a fonder experience of the story. You know, because I think it's getting out, making it like I feel like you could have found that. You could have made it so you found them in any order, but it always plays the cutscenes in the same order. Like I don't think anyone would have cared if they did that. But yeah, it's like I think there's a lot of criticisms to be had about Just a Kingdom. And I feel like it comes up a lot. I'm trying to think of like what other game I could play that's like not too long, you know? Because a lot of RPGs are very long. Like I feel like maybe 30 hours would be like the limit of a game that I would like to stream. The Metal Gear, the remake. I kind of want to wait for that to go on sale because everyone's saying it's not worth the price because like it's quite expensive. And apparently Silent Hill is like a weeb magnet because it has a Japanese schoolgirl on the on the front, or she's like the main character. It's still not on sale. Let me add it to my wish list. What is it? Metal Gear Delta, right? Yeah, it's 93 Canadian, by the way. That's like, ooh. I have to put in my fake birthday. Okay. Let me add it to my wish list, but I'm not buying it for $93 pre-tax. That's like $110 almost. Silksong is still 20 beans. There's no way I can beat Silksong. That's the thing. Like, I appreciate Hollow Knight and Silksong as games. I think they're beautiful. I mean, at least I can't speak for Silksong, but like, Hollow Knight is a beautiful, beautiful game. But can I play it? No. Will I fall down every platform possible? Yes. 93 is full price, easy 100 plus after taxes. Yeah, it's way too expensive. It's a ridiculous price. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, so the memory system specifically works with Breath of the Wild because you know what happened. Yeah, exactly. There's no twist, right? It's like it works because like your memory's like fragmented. It's like bits and pieces. Help piece together okay, that's what I said. Sorry, I should read what you said before. Memories help piece together details of how it happened. Whereas in Tears of the Kingdom, you don't know what happens. We're trying to figure it out. So it's so weird that they tried the memory system again. They should have forced the memories in the correct order. Yeah, 100% agree. 100%. It's like they tried to port over a lot of things like straight up from Breath of the Wild. Well, I don't think the system is. They should have, if they were gonna innovate the gameplay, they should have done it more. And you can really tell that Tears of the Kingdom was supposed to be a DLC, right? Like it's not. I'm not saying it's like the amount of content is a DLC material because I don't think it is, but you can tell that they were working off the foundation of Breath of the Wild, and there were certain things that they didn't change because of that, which I think should have been changed. It's just the way to story it again, giving it to you as optional cutscenes. Certain things were never explained, like the towers and divine beasts, and some people just don't remember you. Don't get me started on Zona and Ganondorf. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just really hand waved away the Sheikah stuff. For me, I didn't really care. I don't really care about like lore or world building generally in games or stories or whatever. If they hand wave away, that's fine. But the only thing that really bothers me in terms of like plot holes is when characters behave in a way that's out of character or just makes no sense. Yeah, because the Zero's on sale right now for $16.50 Canadian. That is pretty cheap. Saying that new beat 'em up Zelda game is canon, it's supposed to answer a lot of questions. Hyrule Warriors? I don't think beat 'em up. I think it's a hack and slash, yeah. Beat 'em up, hack and slash. I don't know. I don't know the difference of these genres. I guess another game I did enjoy was It Takes Two for the gameplay. But at the same time, it is like a lot of gameplay. You know? Like I think it was fun because they changed it up a lot. But there's definitely some sections that I didn't like as much. But I think it's a well-made game. But at the same time, I have to be in the right mindset for like if It Takes Two was a solo game, which obviously that's obviously not how it works. But I think the game is fun because you play it with a friend. Because you play it with because you play it with someone else. Because I think if It Takes Two was a solo game and it still had all these gameplay elements, I don't think I would enjoy it that much. I think a lot of games are carried by the fact that you play it with other people. What's this song? It's In My Room by Chaeyoung from Twice. It's her solo song for the tour. It's cute. I really like it. I like it better than her actual solo debut. It's something I think of when we had games like Link's Awakening where we can have great Zelda story. I think I've always thought this is that games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because they had this principle of freedom and like complete player freedom, like you can do stuff in whatever order you want. I think in doing that, they had to sacrifice the story. And for me, I think that's a good trade-off because like it's a good trade-off because they did the open world so well, right? Like I don't think there was a way to have a great linear story in a game like that. And I think it's just a trade-off that they had to make. And maybe there is a way to do it. I don't know of a way. But yeah, but in Tears of the Kingdom, because the rest of the game wasn't as enjoyable for me, then I feel like people notice the story more. But yeah, I think the fact that it's so non-linear means that the story suffers. Like you cannot have character arcs, you cannot have character developments in a game that's so non-linear. You'd have to have linear aspects of it. Mass Effect is often on sale for like $5 and you can romance a hot alien man in it. Right. Everyone's just shilling their own stuff. It's fun, but it's kind of hard using two PCs at the same time. Wait, what? Two PCs at the same time? Dragon Class? I see. Oh yeah, while we're here, I was asking for suggestions for my since I booked my flights to Japan. I know I was saying for a while that I'm not going to Japan this fall. Turns out we are. So I booked my flights, but I usually get my uncle. My uncle got a Switch a couple years ago when Tears of the Kingdom came out, and I usually get him a game. So I'm trying to think of a game to get him. He's very specific about what he likes. He really likes turn-based RPGs. Ideally, a JRPG. The game has to have a Japanese localization. He cannot speak English. And he does like some action RPGs. Like he seems to be playing The Witcher right now, and he loved Tears of the Kingdom, but he has a lot of trouble with like the controls and stuff like that. So I think any fast-paced action game that requires a lot of that has like more complex controls, I think he can't do it. I think it's too hard. He was complaining, or I tried to give him Final Fantasy Crisis Core, and he said it was too hard. He thought the controls were too difficult. So games like that. He loved Octopath Traveler. He loved Final Fantasy VII, the original. He loved Fire Emblem. So maybe something like yeah. I feel like Octopath 1 is a good shout. I think that's like a safe choice for sure. But if there's other options as well, I can give him multiple things. Because he loved Octopath 1, so surely, or he loved Octopath 2, so surely he'll love Octopath 1. For Breath of the Wild, absolutely, but for Tears, the world was the exact same, and they gave you the sky and the depth where it did not enhance experience, made it a chore, and no music is a crime. Yeah, exactly. I think for Tears, like, it has so many other issues that it's like, what can you do? Tell your uncle to play Yakuza. I don't know if he can, right? Yakuza 7 or 8 are menu-based JRPGs. Oh, really? I thought it was like very action-based. Is it on Switch? It has to be on Switch. He only has a Switch. No computer, no PlayStation, nothing. You wish Final Fantasy 13 was on Switch. Yeah. I think it's hard for these games to run on the Switch one. Didn't he end up putting a lot of hours into it recently, though? Final Fantasy Crisis Core. I think he eventually finished it because he had like 100-something hours in it. I don't know if he just left it open and didn't, or he was like trying really, because I remember he put like 30 hours into it and then he texted me, said it's too hard. And I think he kept trying, but I don't know if he ever beat it. I think he probably wouldn't prefer a game like that, but he is playing The Witcher, so. And he did play Tears of the Kingdom, so I think he's capable of playing some action RPGs, but maybe something with difficulty settings would be good. Because the final problem with a lot of JRPGs is that they don't have a lot of accessibility options. You'd have two in mind: Final Fantasy Tactics, okay, and Unicorn Overlord. Lord. I had it right the first time. Tactics sounds like something he liked because he loved Fire Emblem. I almost said Final Emblem. Let me write these down. Octopath 1, of course. Let me see what I can find as well. I need to give him a physical game, so. Fantasy Tactics. Unicorn Overlord, yeah. What is Unicorn Overlord? Final Fantasy, I can wrap my head around, but what is Unicorn Overlord? Maybe your uncle likes QTEs? Maybe. They changed the playstyle on 7 to become menu-based. The previous ones were more action-based. Sadly, it's not on Switch. It's too bad. The Dragon Quest remakes are out on Switch, though. I think someone was talking about Dragon Quest, though, and they said it's really cartoony. I think that's what it was, right? Yeah, because I think Protagonist was mentioning it. Because my uncle, he doesn't really like Pokemon because he thinks it's. Yeah, I think he doesn't like Pokemon. Maybe he thinks it's too like young. And he doesn't like Persona because he doesn't want to play as high school. He doesn't want to play as a high schooler. And I'm like, valid. He's like, yeah, I'm like nearly 60. I do not want to play as a high schooler. So I think he just doesn't want to do that. It's very cartoony, but it's more like Dragon Ball style cartoony. You know, he was complaining that. I mean, I guess he doesn't mind like cartoony, like he doesn't mind cartoony in terms of like anime. Like he's always like reading manga and stuff. So like I don't think he has anything against like obviously like anime style, but I don't know. Maybe as long as it's not childish, I think it's fine. Dragon Quest games are culturally significant in Japan. I mean, I'm sure he knows of it. I think he's really interested in Final Fantasy though, because he was talking about buying a PlayStation to play Final Fantasy VII. It's fun to play Chrono Trigger, rated the #1 JRPG of all time. Is it an action JRPG or is it a turn-based? I think he likes turn-based. Turn-based? Okay, let me write that down. I'll write down Dragon Quest 2. I'll see what I can find. And Chrono Trigger. I'll see what I can find physically. Because sometimes these older games are like harder to find physically. Because I remember I wanted to get him Fire Emblem Three Houses and I couldn't find it, so I just gave him Engage and he loved it. But yeah, it seems like they don't sell Three Houses anymore, which is interesting. But yeah, we just have to find the Switch game of it. The physical cart of Chrono Trigger, of course he does. You have to ask. Unicorn Overlord is a tactical RPG where it's pretty much a better Fire Emblem game, okay, that allows you to have your units fight other army units, but your units can have formations of different party members instead of one. I think you would love that, honestly. Is it a Japanese game? But yeah, it's, I think out of all of them, what he seems to like the most is Fire Emblem and Octopath. Because he was definitely really interested in Fire Emblem from the start. And he was like, oh, I really want this game. So I think that's what was really interesting for him. And Octopath he really, really liked it. It was published by Atlas. Okay, perfect. Because like, yeah, I know there's a lot of really, really great, like, I'm sure there's amazing like indie games that are on the Switch or whatever, but like they need to have a Japanese localization, right? And like, a JRPG is a really, really safe bet because like obviously it was made in Japanese first, and you don't have to worry about like a really janky translation. Because like apparently, even though Silk Song has been getting glowing reviews, apparently the Chinese translation is really bad, which is a really bad oversight from them. I think you should be careful with the localizations. Make sure it's all good, especially when they have the resources to do so. If he likes Octopath, he'll love Chrono Trigger. Okay. Great voice acting, beautiful visuals, and solid soundtrack. Okay, honestly, that sounds really good for him. I think he would love that. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe like, yeah, either Octopath or Chrono Trigger. These are all good options. I'll have to see. What's like available, and if something is on sale, then it's like even better. And it has to have a physical copy because I have to be able to give it to him. Because I found out like you can't really get like the digital keys for someone in a different region. Because they're like region locked, I think. So physical is always better. Meet you asking your chat weeb Rex because I know you guys like JRPGs and I don't play any JRPGs. So I've been getting recommendations from you guys every year. And my uncle loves JRPGs. I guess that's what he is used to. I remember when I was a kid, he had a PSP. I don't know what he was playing on it though. Can't download the game on his fax machine. He cannot. Yoga sounds awesome. He's such a gamer. Is he a salaryman? Not really. He works for the government. He's like a not like a public. I guess he's like a public servant. Did your uncle ever live in Japan as a younger man? He's only lived in Japan. He lives there now. Only my mom lives here. She moved here when she was like in her 20s. He only lives there. That's why it has to be in Japanese. He doesn't speak English at all. You're going back and he's there and you're gonna buy. Yeah, exactly. That's why it has to be a physical game. I bet he must have already played Chrono. I'm friends with him on Switch and he hasn't played it, so I don't see it on there. But yeah, welcome in, Vector. I like to stalk his sorry, did I say Twitch? I meant Switch. I believe there's also Collection of Mana. Some of the games have a battle style similar to Chrono Trigger, which does have a physical copy. You don't think Chrono Trigger's on Switch? Oh, really? Guys, don't recommend me games that aren't on Switch. He only has a Switch. Buy him Dragon Quest 3, he'll probably tear it up if he was a gamer as a young man. Okay. I don't know if he was a gamer as a young man, but I'll see. I mean, he's like almost 60. I don't know what kind of games were around back then. Do you think he can speak French? He does. I don't know if he still does, but definitely a couple of years ago, he kept telling his coworkers that I speak French. And then I was like, I couldn't really say anything because like I don't want to like I didn't want to like call him out in front of his like coworkers. So I was like, oh yeah, I speak French. Impressive with your Spanish skills. True, true. I don't think it's on Virtual Console. Oh, okay. So no Chrono Trigger. How about Animal Crossing? I don't think that's his vibe. I don't think that's his vibe. Yeah, let me check his Switch profile. Yeah, last time I brought my VR headset and oh, they got a kick out of it. It's so much fun. And then he literally we were playing the ping pong game and he thought the table was real and he tried to lean on the virtual ping pong table and then he fell down. Check his game collection first. He doesn't own that many games. So there's only a few games that he has, so there's no concern about that. Yeah, he's played Fire Emblem Engage, which I gave him. He played Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, but he didn't even play it for like an hour. I gave him Skyward Sword, he finished it. Tears of the Kingdom, he played 450 hours. He loves Tears of the Kingdom. I gave him Pokemon Arceus. He did not like it. He did not play it very much. He finished Final Fantasy VII. He has almost 300 hours on Octopath 2. He seems to have finished Final Fantasy Crisis Core. And now he has 230 hours in Witcher 3. He's kind of degens games. Like the 400 hours in Tears of Kingdom, he put it in like over like a month. And he works in Japan. He has a full-time job in Japan, by the way. So he leaves work at like 8 and he comes home at he leaves work at like before 8 a.m. and he comes home at like 6:30. Like he doesn't have a lot of time in his day. Sometimes he get called out on the weekends and stuff. Like that's the Japanese work style. He's working like 45, 50 hours a week. Like he's working like 50 hours a week probably. And I was like, where do you find the time to put that many hours into Tears of the Kingdom, you know? And he's like, oh, sometimes I leave it open. So maybe he just leaves it open. I don't know. Might be Japan. I don't think he has Nintendo Online. Check his game collection first. He might already own some. No, yeah, he doesn't own that many games, so. I think half the games I gave him. As a type of lie, it's gonna bite you in the ass in some sort of situation. Taken right out of a comedy. Wait, which one? Your uncle Rules hates Pokemon and loves turn-based JRPGs. Yeah, I think you would get along. If you could communicate with them, you guys would get along. What do you do with 300 hours? Don't know. I think he's like struggling though. Like, I think he's a lot of it's like struggling. Oh, you mean the French? Oh yeah, right. Sorry, that was so long ago. I forgot. He's definitely gonna introduce you to some Frenchman who doesn't speak English. There's no Frenchman in my mom's hometown. Okay, I know of one white person in Japan, and that's like my mom's English teacher's husband. Okay, that's the one white guy I know who lives there. And one time, like 10 years ago at the mall, I saw a white couple. That's the only time I've seen white people there. Like, no joke. I'm sure there's like I know there's like a military base, so like maybe there's some American military people somewhere, but I've never seen them around. You just need to remind me as well. If you try to game Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3, make sure it's the newer HD remakes. Okay. Let me write that down. HD remakes. Dragon Quest HD. Although I don't think he minds like the old because he played the original Final Fantasy VII. There's a French student in Persona 3 and it's a small town. That's right. And Persona is so real. White people jump scare. It really was. I was like, cause I still remember it to this day, and that was like 10. I was a kid. It was like 10 years ago. I still remember seeing white people at the mall. Cause that's the only time I've seen them. I think these days though, maybe there's more foreigners around. A lot of more people traveling, but it's not that common. My mom's kind of from the countryside. Did you think, are they lost? Why are they here? I did think, why are they here? I was like, wow, why are they here? And Kimmy, thank you so much for the 4 months. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, it's a very it's not really like a tourist place, so who knows? Once your mom's hometown is classified as hipster, there'll be a flood of zirconian tourists there. No, they won't be. There won't be. There's no vegan options. In a small town in Japan, there's absolutely zero. Your mom's hometown is Nuuk, Greenland. I guess there's not many people there too. Did you get to the 3rd month like last week? Sometimes that happens. Like if you don't renew, if you don't send the sub message to like the last week of the month, you can like do it again a week later. Sometimes people have done it like days later. I'm like, didn't you just resub? And they're like, yeah, I did. Asking for a vegan in the Japanese countryside will get you a blank stare. Yeah, I think you get a lot of questions. Like I feel like people wouldn't know. They'd be like, "Oh, is fish vegan?" They would just want to know, right? Happened to me when I was in Thailand in the countryside. I saw a white man and it shocked you. The jump scare, right? Their cunning will live off rice and miso soup. No, miso soup might have like fish in it. I mean, if it's like just miso and tofu, it could be fine. If I ever go to Japan, you'll stick to the major cities and bring an interpreter. I don't think you'll need an interpreter. I think your phone will be enough. But yeah, yeah, we might need a lot of explaining, I guess. I guess you might need an interpreter because you'll be like, I'm vegan. I cannot eat these food. Maybe like bring like a maybe have like a sheet of paper. Yeah, I can write something up for you and you can like print it out and it'll be like it'll write on it like I am vegan. These are the foods that are not vegan. Fish is not vegan. Dairy products are not vegan. I'll just like have like a list of things to explain. And I'll be like, do you have any options that don't have these things in it? I'll write you like an allergy card, you know? You'll laminate it. A vegan who went to China recently in a small time, she ended up having a raw potato. Why didn't she cook it? They couldn't even cook it for her? The Korean is cooked in Japan. I think so, yeah. You were thinking that? Yeah, I have like a little card. You'll be tanking with the anime repertoire. Ricky, you're too much of a musician. You can't say repertoire. But yeah, you can try. You can just call me up. I'll translate for you. I'm sure you'll be fine. You can eat all the Japanese food. You're just translating. Yeah, I do say repertoire sometimes where it does not belong. I'm like, what is the right word for this? Repertoire. My gaming repertoire, you know? Like what else can I say? These are the things I can cook. My cooking repertoire. Yeah, just tell them you know me and you'll get a VIP, you know? They'll make you up a special vegan meal. No questions asked. I just think like there'll be a lot of well-meaning Japanese people who try to give you a vegan option, but they like don't understand that. They just don't understand what is vegan and what isn't, you know? It's like a concept. It's a very unfamiliar concept. My hair clip is cracked. I clipped it too much. It's too bad. But yeah, I think it's hard. I think it's hard. But luckily, I'm not vegan, so I will be enjoying all the food in my mom's hometown. Just for fair warning, I'm not gonna post the announcement until it's like quite close to the date because every time I post an announcement, like say I'm like on Discord, I'll say like, guys, I'm going away next Sunday, okay? And I'm like, oh, next week I'm going away. And then I'll stream on like Wednesday and people will be like, oh, I thought you were leaving. And I'm like, no. Like literally, I think people just read like, they just look at the word and it says like vacation. They're like, oh, she's gone. They don't read the rest of it. I try to make it very concise and be like, I'm like, at everyone, vacation these states, you know? And then it's like, but then it still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. No one can read. It's a constant struggle for me. References should work well. You're like, oh my gosh. You show up in Japan, you're like, just like Dragon Ball. Your sister's husband's family does not understand. Oh no. What is your hometown known? What is her hometown known for? Udon? No. Beef. Beef. And I mean, the south of Japan is known for. They're also known for horse meat. I've never had it. Also, raw horse meat. That's like a step too far. I don't know if I want to eat raw horse meat or a horse meat to begin with. I don't know. Raw horse meat? Don't know about that. I have not tried that. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Raw chicken. They have raw chicken. I've tried it. And it's not also welcome in your article. It's not raw chicken in the way you expect. Like just that you could buy at the store. They like smoke the outside or like they do something to the outside to make it seem like it's not raw. It's not just like slimy raw chicken. It's prepared. It's prepared in a certain way. But yeah, you can still get sick, especially if you're not used to it. Even Japanese people get sick, so it's not really worth. Like you probably won't die, but I don't know. Surprise us then, add us and say boarding plane. I mean, no one would be confused. That is true. Like, hey guys, I'm on the plane, going to Japan. I'll be back on this date. You know, that could work. But yeah, I think it's in Japan. Salmonella is not as common because I don't know why it's not as common. I think it's like certain the bacteria is not as common, or maybe I don't know if it's the way they treat their animals. I don't know, or like the way they do whatever they do to the animals. Whatever we do to the animals here, I think somehow makes it so their meat is not safe to have raw. I don't know. Cause like in Japan, you eat raw eggs all the time. Like you're having sukiyaki, you eat raw eggs with it. And it's fine. Maybe cured meat technically is raw. It's not cured. It's like they usually will like maybe like sear the outside or like it's like a bit smoked. It's like a bit smoked. But it's definitely completely raw inside. But it's prepared in a way where it's not like slimy and gross. It's like seasoned and it's the outside is they do something to the outside. On the safe side, just eat plants. I mean, I wouldn't go straight to eating raw horse meat. Okay. But yeah, that's also what they're known for. There's also this really yummy chicken dish called chicken namba, and it's like sweet and sour chicken with like tartar sauce on it. It's so good. It is really, really good. There's a lot of things they're known for, honestly. There's a lot of really, really good foods, and like different, even like really specific like cities are known for specific things. So I don't know too much about it. I wonder how they figured out you can eat raw fish. I think they just tried. Yeah, maybe they don't have bears, man. I don't think they have bears because like whenever they definitely don't have bears where my mom is from because whenever Japanese people come and they're like, "Is there bears?" Like they're like so surprised at the thought of bears, you know. So we try to. It's a very exciting time for them. Like if we have our Japanese family stay at our house and then there's like a bear like in the park nearby and they're like we look at the bear, you know. It's like a sightseeing attraction. Is there any megafauna in Japan? I mean there's like boars. So my uncle because he works in the government, they like make him work at various departments. And a couple of years ago, he was working for the wildlife control department. Like he wasn't the actual person doing it for the most part. He has to like just like be there and like make sure like manage everything and supervise. So there was boars and there was monkeys. And what else? I think that's the main thing. Boars and monkeys. The hornets are so big they may as well be megafauna. True. Cockroaches. Cockroaches. They're terrifying. Surely they have deer. They have so much deer. Yeah. Like I mean, there's a deer in like Nara and Hiroshima that are very well known. And they're so used to humans that like if you have food on you, they will like harass you. You know, like they're not scared of humans at all. You're just scared of spiders. I'm scared of Japanese hornets. I mean, yeah, that's terrifying. What's a common animal you can encounter there? I mean, it depends where in Japan, I think. Cause um, it depends where in Japan. Like, I think monkeys are not uncommon in like the wilderness. Um, yeah, deer are a thing. I don't know. They don't have too much like anything like that. But the monkeys, seen them in documentaries before. Yeah, yeah. The deer with the human head. The human head. What are you talking about? Oh, Mononoke. Right. You're not familiar with the smoking process, but I tested apple smoked Gouda cheese the other day and you loved it. That sounds delicious. But yeah, I guess it just kind of, I guess like normal animals, like birds. There's a lot of stray cats. Stray cats are pretty common. But cats are cute. But yeah, speaking of food, I think it is lunchtime for me. I think we will leave it here for today. It's enough. It's enough yapping. Say Princess Mononoke. Actually, I say Mononoke Hime. And Chikano just wants to be a weeb. He's gonna start writing in Japanese next. Bon appetit. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have any smoked apple Gouda cheese, but I'll figure something out. Don't tempt me. Do not. Do not. But yeah, I will leave it here for today. Join the Discord if you haven't already. If you want more yapping, I'll be streaming again next weekend. You'll send me some? Thank you. But if you want to see me before then, I'll be streaming Genshin on Wednesday. And remember, next Sunday is the special Halloween stream. I'm going to be dressing up as K-pop Demon Hunters and just one of them. And we'll be singing some K-pop songs, which is a fun time. And if you want to hear me try and rap and struggle, that will be next Sunday. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye!